Guys, hi. We made it. Not as late as I was afraid we were going to be, so that's great. Hello, Disco. Yes, your tour, your park. I hope we can get to that. Sun Optical, hello, welcome in, and Pumpkin. Always good to play with friends. So yeah, a few minutes behind, had some stuff come up, and then TikTok was all like, I need an update. You know how it goes. Hopefully everybody can hear me fine. It looks like I'm pushing audio. I know there are a couple of audio issues. Hopefully it's just YouTube being weird. Kareem, hello, welcome in. Laffy, I know that you have some stuff. You always do though. Sophia, hello, welcome in. Grandma, your roof has valleys. Oh no. Making dinner, doing dishes. What a great way to spend the night. Nat, hello, welcome in. MJ and Brandy, hi. Oh, I'm excited. I love these streams so much. 2:30 a.m. here. Gosh, well, hey, if you have to leave and go to sleep, take care of yourself. But if you're like me and can't fall asleep till 4 o'clock a.m. anyway, we're happy to have you. As others can go for me. Okay, so if anybody has a lot they need help with, just right off the bat, you can let me know your lot title and gallery ID. Also, just a heads up, I am going to be kind of, sort of, well, not really a break. Here's the deal. My body is giving me very strong signs that I need to rest. So I'm not going to put up an additional video this week. I'm just sort of going to lay low for a few days and I'll be back Friday, hopefully feeling better. So that's my plan. So if you don't hear much from me, or if there's not a video Thursday, or I don't post TikToks for a few days, that's what's going on. I just really need to rest so I don't get stupid sick and end up being out for a whole month. I'd rather be out for a few days than a month and a half. So that's the plan. Michael, hello, welcome in. Okay, so for any of you who may be just tuning in to one of these streams for the first time, first Monday of the month is Sam Help Live, where I will try and help you guys figure out what's going on with your builds. Roofing, windows, landscaping, layout, anything in build mode goes. So that's the plan. MJ, looks like you're the first one to give us a lot title and ID, so that's fantastic. Also, hello, welcome in, Kintsugi, welcome, 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 welcome. Anyway, yeah, also if I just sound extra tired, I'm always tired, but like, life be life, and you know. Mariah, you made it. Hopefully you can stick around this time. How do we download? Like lots specifically? If you're looking to download a lot, well actually, here, I'll show you just a second. MJ... Umbridge Manor ID ultraflat. Oh, look, it's right up here. So if you want to place a lot, you can place it here. If you just want to save it to your library, you'll click the save lot to my library. This is a 4030, so I'm going to go over to a 4030. Hey, look, a 4030. And then we'll place the lot. See what we can do. You have 3 cottages. Modern is a roof. Cozy is one you talked about in Discord, and Lovely is also a roof. All right. All sorts of things then. I do love a good roof. I also love a bad roof because then I can fix it. So we're looking at Umbridge Manor. Need help with the second floor plan. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and place this. Also, Brittany, hello, welcome in. Can we change things once you download? Yes. So once you place a lot, perfect timing for these questions. So once you actually place a lot from the gallery in your game, it's just going to show up like this. I've got a lot on my lot. And as long as I'm in build mode, I can change stuff around however I want. Looks like the first floor is pretty well set up, so we're just looking at this second floor. Do you want this hole here? Is this a plan? All the roofs on yours are bad. Well, yay. Valley Roof Hacienda says Sam help. Okay. I will write down Grandma, and Laffy, of course, will do yours as well. I'm gonna write Grandma's houses down next. Laffy, I think I just need a wheel for you. So we could spit it and see which Laffy build we're looking at. Okay. A skylight tower thing. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. That makes a lot more sense. I missed that when in my initial going through the layers. It was just, you know, there's a floor missing. As far as you're finding downloads, how do you do it? Oh, sure thing. So up here, once you're generally in this menu, in build mode, ready to build your house, you'll go up to the gallery, which is up here, the little light bulb thing, and then you can find builds by item name, hashtag, or account ID. For example, if you wanted some of my builds, you could look up my ID, which is salmon bean, and then I've got all sorts of stuff. It's also really helpful if you, okay, first of all, sort by packs. It does not work. Don't even bother with that. But if you're on a specific size lot, you can sort by lots and then by your lot size, and then it will just show you what you can download from that lot. This works in the main part of the gallery as well. You can sort by lot, rooms, households, all sorts of tools in there. So there's a quick look at how to get stuff off the gallery. Hopefully that helps you get started. I build so many a week and they always have issues. Well, we'll work on getting a laughy wheel figured out. Okay, MJ, did the base, the exterior, and an actual historical house? The inside you sort of extrapolated from pictures. Fair enough. Now, the stairs being at the back here kind of forces this to be a bit of a hallway, which is fine. Did you want this area to be open? Because we could definitely do that. You know, do a little one of these. I'm gonna remove some walls here. One of my favorite roofing tips, or not roofing, building, gosh, sorry, is if you can, or if, gosh, I'm so out of it. Hang on. Hey guys, if you're trying to just remove a specific piece of wall or fence, it's super easy to do by holding control. Oh no, I placed a fence I don't want. I'm gonna hold control and just get rid of it. Booyah. I need a nap. Totally fine moving the hallway, just have literally no idea what to do. Oh no, that's fine. I'm just trying to think. So, because your landing is toward the back, and unless we moved it toward the middle and then switched the doorway around, I mean, we could do that, or we could just leave it where it is. This is kind of going to have to be a hallway, which is fine. And then we'll try and place some bedrooms around the outside here. All right. Or you could have the hallway be sort of around the little hole in the floor here. Time for Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. For bedrooms, typically we want at least one of the walls to be 4 tiles or more. So if we wanted to just sort of start dividing this area up. I mean, you could do 3 identical bedrooms. I don't know if that's quite the vibe. Or you could push these walls back and give each of these their own ensuite. A couple of bedrooms like that. Do you know how many Sims you want to live here? Watching the other YouTube video of this and realized we were streaming. Oh, hello! Welcome in! Yes, so we try to do this the first Monday of the month, live on both TikTok and YouTube. No idea? Okay, cool. So we could do a couple of bedrooms over here then. And with balcony access, I'd like to put that as like the, you know, main sort of parents' bedroom if we can. And you have a lot of space up here, especially if we just try to keep this area like a 2-tile hallway sort of thing happening. Let's see. What if, thinking on the fly here, but I mean, that's the whole point of the stream. So we could do like a nursery sort of room here. Okay. And then this would be our main bedroom. In fact, we can make it a little bit larger. Nurseries don't need that much space. So nursery, just they're handy to have, especially if you play with neighborhood stories on. Over here could be our master bedroom, which could have a walk-in closet and bathroom, or flip-flop them. You have plenty of space for that. And then 2 additional bedrooms. This could be a family bathroom, or they could each have their own ensuite, or one of them would just have an ensuite, or a Jack and Jill. Lots of options there. The reason I would like this is because this will make a really cool sort of office space. And downstairs you have a 6-chair dining table. Typically you want about 1 chair in the living room and at the dining table per person in your household. That'll like make the most spacing and size sense. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6-ish Sims living here. I think that would make sense. So I think that's about what I do here. You know what? Let me throw some doors down because we can. So door here, You do have one extra tile here, but that's fine. And then we do a family bathroom. Maybe we do make this a Jack and Jill, because you know what? Why not? And then our master bedroom, our nursery, and then a closet, bathroom, either or here. And then I notice you don't actually have access to this tower spot yet, so that weird little tile might be a good spot to place a ladder. Then it almost looks planned, you know? Yeah, we'll say that looks planned. Why not? About to boot the game to play. This is awesome having the background. Oh yeah, I love building with friends. It's so much more fun, in my opinion, to build in the Sims and like have a Sims video or something going. I can only do that if I'm recording a speed build, but if I can, I definitely will. I'm gonna put some lights down for you as well, and then we can see what you think, or if you hate it, that's totally fine too. Oh, and this wouldn't have to be a nursery, it could be a closed-off office space as well. Just with neighborhood stories being a thing now, I feel like prioritizing placing some sort of nursery space is getting more and more important. What do you have in your kitchen? Do you have a kitchen? Oh yeah, you do. Okay, it's just the wood floor. And there's... oh, there is a bathroom. Okay. I'm gonna grab your bathroom flooring and dedicate some bathroom spaces. Or is that just concrete? Oh, just concrete. Same difference. This is a pretty nice little family house, though. Well, not that little, I guess. The tower is really cool. Oh, and I didn't even see the gazebo at first. Wow. I'm getting all sorts of fancy. Does this work if you... oh, excuse me, roof. If you put the bench here? Or is this just all alt-placed? Because that looks really cool. Hi, looking for some help on a lot. Wonder which 16. Absolutely. I will add you to the list. And if you have a specific lot title that you can send, that would be super helpful. Chronically Blue, isn't it? It's lovely. Mav, hello, welcome in. So next up is Grandma's Houses. But if you'd like to join the queue, all I need is your gallery ID and your lot title. Yep, absolutely. Do you know a giraffe eats 100 pounds of food a day? That makes sense. Easily managed double live feature on TikTok as well. Sometimes chat does get a little bit fast and I miss a few things, but you can just repeat your question and I'll get back to you if I can. So, this is, I think, what I've got. Don't think so. It's all placed. Interesting. Interesting. Salmon bean help. Okay. Fabulous. I'm going to go ahead and put this back on the gallery for you. There we go. And if any of you would like to check out any of the builds that we look at today, they will be on my gallery, of course, because I have to re-upload them. That's how this works. But you can always check out the original builder right here, and I recommend giving them a follow. I know the follow function on the gallery is a little bit weird, but that way, if you like the lot, you can be updated when the final version is updated and uploaded. Those are words that I know. Huzzah! Okay, one down, a bunch to go. Ellyamelia? I can't decide. If you have one, that does help. Otherwise, I'll just pick one of the more recent ones. Usually one that has an ugly roof, because that's my favorite. Jonathan, hello. Welcome in. This is very, very pretty. A giraffe heart weighs 25 kilograms. I don't know what that is in pounds. I'm sorry. I'm super American. LA. Oh, hello, LA. Hey, you know what's working this time? I said, you know what's working this time? Come on, you can do it. Come on, little stream deck. I believe in you. Well, my buttons were working. Maybe it's not. I lied. Apologies. Anyway. I was trying to hit your shout out button because I thought my little stream deck thing was working, but I guess it's not. Very, very heavy for context. Okay, good to know. So unfortunately, I can't give you a shout out, but I mean, if you want to follow LA, you're more than welcome to, but I can't give you the actual link because my thing's not working. Grandma's Houses is next. I do have it right here though, so that's super convenient. this is a 50-50. I think this is the park lot over in Oasis Springs. That's kind of what it looks like, so we'll go over there. What kind of lot do we like to reno the most? I like to fix roofs as like a general rule. That's one of my favorite things to do. Oh, there are two 50-50s. Goodbye, land grabs. So as far as like renovating and stuff, I like doing roofs. But as far as like building from scratch, there are so many. I love Tudors and Victorians, and container houses are one of my favorites as well. Can't figure out how to get around roofing the back portion by the tower without having valleys. Cute for rent roof decorations, but you don't know where they'd even go. Okay, cool. So step 1, fix the roof. Step 2, try and add some lot decorations. Thought of the pun? Oh, no. I just struggle. Okay. So overall, it looks like you've got this pretty well sorted out, and then the back over here by the tower. Okay, what I think we should probably be able to do is just grab a diagonal gable and sort of slide it in here. Now we might not get it all the way like up. There's still going to be a couple of little valleys here, but that's okay. The water can run out of there fine. It's just getting that main portion to diverge is what we're worried about. Apparently, there were problems that I didn't even know existed. What did you do?
That relies on this cable being plugged in now.
Oh, that's good to know. There's a cable that has to be plugged in that I didn't know had to be plugged in. Alright, I'm gonna try pushing the button again.
It's a heavily modified folktale.
We did it! High five. Alright. Thanks. I didn't know that cable had to be plugged in now. Okay, so I think that's all I do. This has a specific name, but I don't remember what the name is. So, no fancy new names for me. And then the for rent roof decoration is this set. Oh, that would look cool. Okay, so one of the small issues we're going to have with this is it might not place properly on the roof. Yeah, okay, hang on, let me turn on move objects. And then I'm going to see if I can lower it with 0. I cannot. Alright, so what we're gonna have to do is move our roof out of the way and then place these where we want. For example, maybe we want it right here. There we go. And then we're gonna have to place this separately behind it and then put our roof piece back. That should work. Oh, it did not work. Alright. I love it when a plan comes together. Let's try this. Okay, closer. So if you wanted to keep this going, you would have to pitch this roof up a bit, specifically if you want it right here, but wherever you want it, you will have to place it before you place the roof, because these automatically go on top of the roof, which would work fine if we wanted to, you know, put it in this direction. But if you're trying to have it go against the grain of the roof, as it were, you'll have to place it and then put your roof down, which is kind of annoying, but I guess it makes sense. Hopefully that works. It is a bit of a bummer you have to pitch this up, but it's just because this part is so narrow. For example, if we wanted to put it over here instead, I don't think we'd actually have to adjust the roof height at all. Or the roof pitch, rather, because the height should already be where we need it. Yeah. Alright, so there's your multi-step process to get the roof decorations in there. This is really, really pretty. It's very bold, the color choice, but it's super cool. Also, can I just point these areas out? Because this is a clever combination. So what this is a half wall that's been painted to match the house, along with this spandrel. And that looks really cool. I like that. I am so glad we have half walls in the game now. Save those for another build, they won't be so complicated, maybe. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how they work. I mean, they're roof decorations, so they follow the same laws as all of the dormers and the chimneys and all that. They just work a little bit differently. Why is this in roof decorations if it doesn't go on the roof? Anyway. Do you want me to put this back on the gallery? I really just kind of put on one roof piece, but I can put it up if you're interested. Pastel Dream House, right? It's lovely. Pastel Latina Barbie. Ooh, I could see that. Let's see, what have we done inside? Well, got a floor plan going. I'm excited. If you finish this and join another one of these live streams, I'd love to see an update. Maybe watch it later to fix on yours. Okay, it's just a diagonal gable roof piece that I put over here. And if you want it to cover a little bit more area, you can make it larger, but then I wasn't sure about with like the windows and stuff. You know? But that's all I'd really do is throw that down over there. Already furnished everything? Oh no, did the furniture not stay? Or was it just a different one? Opposed to the rooftop too? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing this build with us. I am going to cross your name off the list so that I don't mess up like I did a couple streams ago. And back to the gallery we go. Laffy has 3. So we've got the modern cottage, the cozy cottage, and the lovely cottage. How about we start with the older one and move our way forward? Laffy roulette. Right. Should mention this is get together build only. Oh, good. Okay, 2020. Let's go find it. We'll have to go over to pickerwheel.com and make a new Laffy one. I don't think I can do custom colors unless I actually like pay for stuff, which I don't plan on doing. Is this in the city? Okay. I think it's this one. I don't think I could do custom colors, so I can't make it draft colors, but that would be fun. This is a good one, a simple roof. All right. I think I picked the right lot. I do love building here. Nope. This one. Make sure we pick the correct lot type, of course. Mav, thank you so much for the ice cream cones. Okay. So, for this one, did it say simple home for a simple sim? Everything you need except friends. The right side, the roof texture is not lining up and the diagonal piece not sitting flush with the wall. Okay. With these roof textures here not lining up, unfortunately, I don't know that there's going to be anything I can do about that. This is just sort of one of the fun parts of the game. In theory, if you can get the pattern to start at the same point, it'll line up, and it starts at the top of the roof. So there's not much I can do with the patterning there, unfortunately. I am sorry. Now this one, this is weird, because you've made literally just a one-tile octagon, right? Oh no, that's actually larger than I expected. Okay, that's fine. So for this side, let's see. The roof shouldn't look this strange. It shouldn't be doing that. We could potentially put on a thicker roof trim to cover up some of the stuff, or maybe grab a frieze. Does Get Together have a frieze? I don't think they do. Yeah, and that's a little much. We might be able to make a floor and add a floor trim. That's going to be the next thing I'm going to try here. Let's see. Let's try this. I don't remember if this works, full disclosure. So I'm going to go over to floor trims. I'm going to grab the jutting exterior trim, try to match our little knobs on the wall here. Then delete just the walls. And we'll see if the glass roof works. It does not, for shame. Remove floor, and that gets rid of the trim. Darn. Okay. I was hoping that the floor trim would stay and the glass roof would just remove the floor the way that it removes the ceiling, but that did not work. Octagons are rough, man. And we can't do any weird octagon like cheats with this, especially with it being a glass roof. So that's a bummer. Felt weird with the trim, but you can't use eaves. Right. And we can't even double up the roof to use eaves because it's glass. So the bummer. Can't add a floor because the tiny home requirements. Right. Well, in theory, it would be able to remove the floor. So that's what I was checking there. And no. It's a very cool looking house. I'm sorry that the game is being rude with the whole octagon thing. Yeah, unfortunately, those are the only ideas that I've got. I don't think... Because there are some smaller freezes, but they're not from Get Together. And this is just obnoxious. You know, like if you could use a smaller one, that would be nice. Sorry, I don't think I have an actual answer for any of the problems on this one. I feel bad. Sam did not help. It's a very pretty house. And then you said it, yeah, it's just 64 tiles. So a small house, you get boosts on all those things, but Sam tried. Sam tried live. You have Get Together for the glass roof. No. So the glass roof textures are actually base game. We've got... Actually, this is a bad roof to show you. I'll show you over here. So we've got the square one, the rectangle one, hexagons, solid pane, this fancy one, and the diamonds. And these are all base game textures. Actually, I don't think there are any other glass textures for the packs. Oh no, I lied. One kit does have an additional texture. It's the greenhouse kit, which is basically just the rectangle one, but with fun colors. Is that tiny living? Yes. So in order to get a tiny home residential lot type, you do need the tiny living stuff pack. Yeah, it's a stuff pack. And when you have small lots, you get little boosts. So for tier 2, skills increase at double the rate. Everything is twice as comfortable, lower bills, and your Sims are just happier all the time. If you can get it down to a micro home, everything is better. Your gardening is better. Your relationship gains are doubled, all that jazz. However, that's 32 tiles, and that can be tricky to hit. But even with 64 tiles or even 100 tiles, you still get some boosts. It's a really, really fun pack. What if we tried a small half wall? Hang on, I know how to do this. This one, the barely there half wall. So if we placed that, I'll just place it on the front here so y'all can judge. That's how that would look, and then you would still have to add that trim to the top. And I don't know if there are any small trims. They kind of all stick out, you know? So it's definitely an option if you don't mind the little bit of sticky out stuff. You want to build a cozy type tiny house there, but you're not good at it. The tiny homes are tricky. You picked one of your lots. Most popular lot, big family home. Okay. And your ID was ellyamelia, right? Might this find its way into your gallery? It's very nice. Live in that house, right? It's lovely. I just can't be of much assistance today, apparently. The half walls actually are working better than I thought that they might. Personally, I wouldn't use them because of the trim sticking out, I think, or I'd find some other way to cover it, but the vines took so long. You're dedicated to those. Oh, I guess that's another option, as long as we're still here troubleshooting instead of moving on. Base game, Get Together. we do have like these window boxes you could sort of like stick around to go in with the ivy, but I don't know if that's something you're interested in. Also, what is this? It's like kind of a ladder, but kind of not a ladder, and you're just supposed to stick it on the side of your house, but it has a glass roof over it, so your plants won't actually get rainwater. I'm very confused. No ideas. Okay. Trying to upload something, but you can't. I'm sorry. The game is apparently just still having struggles. I did turn mods off, so hopefully the game won't crash today. Fingers crossed, everybody. Okay, so there was Laffy build number 1. We'll probably circle back and do more later. Tay, yes. If you would like to join the queue, all I need is your gallery ID and lot title. And then whatever your build needs help with, anything in build mode goes. Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. Just causing my own demise over here. Just thought too scared to mess with those circle and octagon roofs. They are tricky. If you can make an octagon that is like just, or if you're able to place a roof and then trace the roof when it comes to octagons, so you get the right shape, that does help, but it's not always an option. Not even a pool surprise. Lovely. That particular lot is a pain to build on, because if you try to go from the back of the lot, it like zooms up weird. I don't know, it's strange. What is my gallery name? My gallery name is Sam and Bean, so if you want to check out any of the lots that we're working on today, any that get uploaded will be here, and you can check out the original builder there. And then this one was by Laffy Giraffe here. And unfortunately, I wasn't much help, but we did try. An effort was made. It's a very cute house. Did notice a zoom? Yeah, it's rough. Find yourself doing so little landscaping because trees are always in your way? That too. Okay, next one up is Wonder Witch 16, which I do not see here, so we'll search by ID. Aha. Ooh, cute. Okay, so this one's for a 40-30. Looking for some help with landscaping? Can do. This is looking new crusty. So let's jump on our plane and fly away. Slimy. Let's make sure that I write down the right number of E's here. Trees are landscaping. Yeah, but if they get in the way just because they're in the world and you can't remove them, it's super annoying. I think it's this lot. We'll find out. Use a lot of shrubs. Shrubs are good. Okay. Back to here. Grab this. Place that. Let's see if it's the right lot or not. Oh, maybe it's not. Well, too late now. Oops. Is this going to be our best lighting today? This'll work. Okay, cool. So this looks like a nice little farmhouse, maybe? Okay, cool. Looks good on the inside. I like this. So landscaping, looks like you're already starting to set up some stuff in the backyard. I don't know if you want me to touch that or not, or we can take a look at the front yard. And you do have a tree, and looks like you've started to pick some flowers already too. So what we're going to do to flesh this out, I don't know, what do you have? You have cats and dogs at the very least in base games, so we'll work with those actually. Cats and dogs is a great landscaping pack. Danny, hello, welcome in. Are we sorry. Hey, are we able to build a for rent house in any world? Yes. Yes, you can. I mean, obviously you need the pack to get the lot type, but you can build it in any any world. Jeez. Red houses are lovely. Laffy, you do a lot of red houses. Okay, where was I? Oh, I was talking about plants. Plants are good. Sam can do very few things today. Also, Disca, if you want to get officially on the queue, let me know. I know we talked about looking at your park, but I also didn't know if you wanted to do that specifically while you were here, or if you had to leave and wanted to look at it later, so let me know and we can slot you in. This is a fairly good sized lot and you have a lot of potential for landscaping here. So we're going to round out our selection here. You already have one filler, which I think is about all I would use on this lot, especially if you're doing bright color flowers. We have 2 flowers, so we're gonna add one more flower type, preferably something that's a little bit different. I would probably either go with the lavender. I think that that purple would look nice with those pinks, or we could brighten it up with some of the white hydrangeas here. Let's see. Or we could keep going with the pink and just do pink on pink on pink. But I think with the red and white house, bringing in some of the white hydrangeas would be my move. So we're going to round out our 3 flower selection there. And we also want to grab 2 different shrubs. Now, because you have cats and dogs, I am going to heavily recommend the hosta plant. It's so fun. And then one other shrub could be either this tall one, the bulbous shrub, or something with a little bit more texture to it like the knotgrass grass. I'd probably pick either the knotgrass or the hosta. I prefer the hosta, so I'm going to stick with that today. So 2 shrubs, 3 flowers, 1 filler, and of course rocks to match whichever world you're in. For Newcrest and Willow Creek, I usually just stick with the first swatch. So that's like our palette. You know, grabbing the paints to paint our landscape with. Vote llama shrub. So that would actually qualify as a landscaping decoration, which we could definitely pull in. If you have decorations you know you want, or you have a specific place you want them, like say you decided you really wanted the llama shrub right here, fantastic. We can start with that there. Or if you just want to add decorations at the end, that works too. Never done a red house before? Do it. It can be difficult to figure out what shape is going to work best with red color because it's so strong, and you really want something with a lot of windows or stuff breaking it up. Like this is a great house to be red because it's not just a red square. We have a lot of different stuff happening, so it really gives your eye a chance to rest from that super vibrant color. Yeah, but that's my advice for red houses. Doing 1,000 things. Hey, no worries. I can relate to doing 1,000 things at once. Let me know when you're back, and we'll take a look at your park because I definitely want to take a look at that. Challenge yourself to use different plants, but you never do. Yes. Yeah, it's easy because you find plants that you like, and it's good. Put llama shrubs on the roof, personally sized up to look like a giraffe. Fair enough. Penelope Sims. Renovate your house so it oasis. Too big and spacious, and you don't know where to put another bed. Fair enough. Did you already let me know your lot title and ID? I don't think so. So I will need your gallery ID and lot title specifically in one message so I can write it down. It's easier for me to do that. Sweet. Gotta let the rats inside get dinner simmering. Dinner is good. JB, hello, welcome in. Just shared the furnace and roof fixed hacienda for anyone interested in it. Okay, cool. That was the pink and blue one we were just looking at earlier. All right, so back to landscaping. I'm gonna move the trash bin out of the way. Goodbye, trash bin. Actually, where's your kitchen? Oops. If you have a door off the kitchen, you don't, but you have one off the dining room. Since pretty much the kitchen is where you make the most trash, and you don't exactly have to bring trash to the curb, for gameplay purposes, I find that putting the big trash can right outside the kitchen is a huge help. Okay. Next up. So, landscaping method that I just generally teach, I guess, on the channel. You start with shrubs, and you want to place them in an odd number of groups. So there's one group, and we're going to put another group over here. And I am scaling with my bracket keys. I don't know if I have an overlay for that. Let me see. Not that one. This one? Let's see if this shows up, because the resizing thing is super helpful. If it doesn't, then that's fine too. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3. I'll put another group over here. 4 groups, and let's put another grouping over here by the tree. So there's that, and then you can go into the hostas and do the same thing, and just generally start getting the shape that you want in your landscape. I love these hostas. When they're all placed, we'll go through and actually recolor some of them, because one of the reasons I like using them is because they come in so many fun colors. I think I'm just going to build out what we've already got going on. We'll put one here. All right. So that's shrubs down. Usually after I do shrubs, I do rocks to sort of fill in some more space. Love rocks. All right, the overlay is not showing up, and I can't remember the console commands off the top of my head, but for PC, you'll use the bracket keys. So using the start bracket key will make it smaller, and the end bracket key will make it larger. I don't have a good rule for rocks. You just follow your heart. That's literally what I've got for rocks. And then the next flowers, generally I recommend to start placing them by fives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know there are chats coming in. I will catch up with messages in a second, and then you go through the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what this is going to let you do is it lets the plants sort of build up on top of each other and feel a little bit more random and organic, if that's what you're going for. I think it fits the farmhouse vibe, so that's what I'm running with today. When you take a look and you're like, okay, am I ready for my filler, or do I want to add in a few more plants? I think I do want a few more flowers, so I'm going to grab the daisies and fill in a couple of gaps where I feel like we need them. And then I'll go through with the filler to put in anywhere that I feel like still needs some plants, but doesn't necessarily need like a full-blown bush or flower or hosta or what have you. Sort of round out the edges a little bit. Okay. Oh, and also to place it off the grid, I'm holding the Alt key. So apparently to place off the grid, you hold the Alt key. It doesn't matter what camera you're in, but to rotate off the grid and hold the Alt key, you actually need Sims 3 camera enabled. I think that's what somebody told me. Okay. Yay. We put some plants down, and now we'll go through with terrain paint. Terrain paint, we're going to grab a brush. This size is fine. Grab some dirt that more or less matches your world. So in a desert setting, you'd want more sandy stuff. In the eco lifestyle world, it's more of a mining world, so we're going to go with something a little bit paler. But here, we should just be able to use good old-fashioned dirt. And I recommend setting your softness to about here, and then you paint under all of your plants. And that'll be landscaping in the front. Yay! Oh, and we'll recolor some of the hostas as well. And then I'll check chat, and everybody will tell me that I did everything wrong, and I didn't even read any of the messages I was supposed to, and whoops, not that that's ever happened. Yay, we did stuff. Okay, what did I miss? Penelope, Sims, Oasis Springs, Calliopevalentin. Oh, Valentin. Okay. And the lot title was, it just says House at Oasis. I'll write that down. Okay. Talking to me, Discow, yes. When you're back, let me know and we can do the park. Pretty sure your Newcrest challenge house will be red, just saying. I still haven't started. I don't know when I'm going to build that, honestly, but I'll get there. The hostas are fantastic. I love them so much. So I'm going to hit R on my keyboard to recolor them. Another reason, right, to recolor these specifically is to add a little bit more dimension to your build, which is great, or to your landscaping, I guess I should say, without adding more plants, which we've talked about pretty much every time landscaping comes up. Because of the dynamics of the game, I really like to have a slightly smaller selection of plants and make it feel random within them. Like this plant, instead of having 3 additional flowers to make up for different sizes, I might just resize it and place it next to itself. I said I might just resize it and place it next to itself, so it creates the illusion of variety without actually bringing more plants into the game, or into the landscaping. Because The Sims 4 is a video game, you have to find that balance between realism, where you might have 20 different flowers all working really well together, and the video game, where 20 different flowers is kind of gonna look weird. So resizing a little bit or doing different different swatches here and there can help it look more vibrant and lively without just being completely overwhelmingly cluttered. Dude, I don't know what you mean by that. Hopefully nothing too bad. I'd rather the stream not get reported because we're not doing anything wrong. Dude is in every Sims live seeing reported. Okay. Well, hopefully that's fine. It's your problem, lots of plants. For some things, lots of plants works. Like this one is what I call my suburban landscaping method. I kind of have broken landscaping down into 3 different categories because I like categorizing things. That's how my brain works. Modern stuff, which is where we do a lot of symmetry, specialized placing, more minimal plants, a specific set of plants, and pay a lot more attention to what's in the world around us. Suburban style landscaping, which is something like this, a smaller selection of plants, but still has that like a little bit of wildflower feel, lots of color and whatever, but it's fairly organized and maintained and contained. And then cottage style landscaping, which is the most colorful and over the top. But if you want to go for that one, that's just a lot more color, which is fun and fine. And a lot of people really like that landscaping style. But with the house already being such a vibrant color, I didn't want to do too much in the landscaping. I was afraid that might sort of overwhelm everything. So I'm going to stick with this. However, we can add a couple more trees if we want. I also like resizing trees to mix in, like putting a sapling down or something. That's not what I wanted to click. Okay. Reporting. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Tech, thank you for taking care of that. So much desk space for activities. I think we're good down there. Yes, I do ask for the ID, the gallery ID, so that I can find your stuff. That's how the stream works. Okay, like the landscaping, yay. Thank you, Jonathan. Bez, stepped away to pull dinner out of the oven. Fantastic. The backyard is the hardest. Yes, we'll take a look at the backyard as well. Bother anyone else that the plants aren't mirrored. If you would like to do mirrored plants, you absolutely can do that. I chose not to for this one. For a couple of reasons. First of all, I just didn't think of it. Second, again, with the build being more symmetrical, if we did a full symmetrical garden, that would make this feel a lot more modern. And what I saw on the inside, it looks a lot more family friendly and not like country, but, you know, more relaxed. So landscaping is so subjective though. It's like a haircut, you know? The one the game puts in other plants. Oh. True, some of the plants are a little bit weird. Another reason to limit your selection, because sometimes things are weird. Oh, these. Oh, I see what you're saying. These guys, how it's like one big one and 4 little ones, and then a big one and 2 little ones. And it's not like working out. I assume that's what you're talking about. I don't know. I'm very tired. I need a nap. Okay. We can get rid of the stuff in the back. Okay, yes. So, in the backyard, backyards are generally set up a little bit differently to front yards, because that's typically where like hanging out happens. So you've already got a big tree. Fantastic. Highly recommend a big tree. Beyond that, if you wanted a grilling space or a patio, typically that would go at the bottom of the stairs, right? Something like this. And if we wanted a play area, or hang on, let me go back to, you had base game, cats and dogs, and it looks like you might have had seasons as well. I think that's where that swing set came from. We can build that out over here. I'm gonna still put your stuff back because I assume you wanted it to some extent. Where? There's the one with the trees. There's the other one. Okay. We'll put this in the shade. That'll be nice. So for For backyards, I typically go with more like zones. So we're going to have a grilling and eating zone, which is pretty well identified by this brick patio here. So we got that going for us. Then we'll have our like kids play zone. If you have island living, you can make a sandbox, which is a fun way to fill out more of the landscaping, especially when you're working with limited packs. It only works with island living because that's where you can actually build sandcastles and stuff. But your Sims can step over this fence. So if you make a little fence like this, and then go over to your terrain paint, grab a square that is the correct size, there we go, and then grab any of the sand and put it in, your kids can make sandcastles and stuff. Only with island living, but it's still fun. Other backyard landscaping tips, aside from pulling in some of the plants from the front yard, if you actually do want it to be landscaped. So if we want to bring in some of the bushes, we can bring in a couple of those. We can bring in some of the hostas or some of the hydrangeas. What other flowers do we have here? Oh, the pink ones, obviously. Pull in a few of these. Let's see. What else do we want to do back here? It's a very large backyard. So if you wanted to put in more landscaping, you could. You have a lot of space. This would be a great spot to put a pool as well. A pool would probably fit pretty well over here. We could even do a raised pool. Those are fun. A pool or a gazebo. True, gazebos are nice as well. The big ones should be on the opposite side of the small ones, right? It's just messed up. At least in Florida. Well, Florida has, like, stuff trying to eat you, so... Grandpa's neighbor does one of those grassy strips and looks nice because most houses landscape them. Oh, that's cool. We don't have sidewalks over here, so we just have gravel that gets thrown up from the road. Pool, gazebo, garden, so many things. How many are in the queue? Can queue you? Okay, cool. I don't remember what your lot's called, but I'll just write down park and remember. How do we do a raised pool? Let's do a raised pool. Why? Because they're fun. So, I feel like this is just a staple in everybody's neighborhood. Somebody has this pool. So we're going to make an octagon. I'm going to do, you know, let's do a nice big one. Do 3 straight walls and 2 diagonal ones. And it'll give us mostly an even octagon. And it's just easiest to do it with walls. So do that. Yay. And then we'll add a little deck area off to the side so we can actually, oh geez, climb up. There we go. Grab our pool tool and we'll trace out that octagon. There's our pool. And now I'm going to raise it up like so. The foundation I like using best for this one is this lattice one, just because that's what my cousins had, and they had a big old octagon pool in their backyard. And then we'll grab some nice stairs. We can use the Seasons one. Oh, and I think we should also add a little fence so that we can add a gate for safety. Oh, I love that I completely missed the wall. Oh, I love that the foundation is gone, because that makes total and complete sense. Okay, here, we'll put in a little gate. So then you can lock the kids out of the pool. And that's how I make raised pools. It genuinely amuses me, just because I swear everybody has this pool with like the blue lining and everything, you know. Speaking of blue lining, there we go. Now you can make a whirlpool and whatever. Is that a mod or can anyone make a pool? No mods. I actually turned them off because we were having so many play issues with it. AKA our game just crashed about 7,000 times last time we streamed. Yay. So that's how I like making a raised pool. I know I'm also bouncing all over the place. I'm very tired. I'm sorry, but we're streaming anyway. Booyah. Amazing, no idea you can make a raised pool. Yes, so you do have to put the floor down first, otherwise things get funky. Like, you can still raise it without the floor. It's just a heck of a lot easier if you put the floor down first. So there's that raised pool that everybody has. Now, I actually want to move this, so I'm going to select the Move House tool, and I'm going to scooch it in a little bit so that I can have space to either put a fence or just some hedges or something around the pool over here for kicks and giggles. Ooh, this might be a good spot for some wildflowers, too. I know that we didn't put wildflowers in the front yard, but I feel like the backyard generally gets a little bit less attention because curb appeal. So I like to put wildflowers in the backyard because it's fun. Definitely think you could do foundation heights independently. So it affects everything that's touching, but it doesn't affect everything on the lot. Wall height does, though. Wall height will affect everything on the lot. So our pool, this is technically a basement level, so if you have a basement, then this will affect everything. Hopefully you don't. No, you don't. Okay. But yeah, you can make your pool deeper if you want a tall height basement. I don't, though. We're just going to do a short one. Also, it doesn't matter, so. There we go. There's a raised pool, and you can see that really filled in the backyard. This makes it feel very much like a family home, but I think you had... Do you have family bedrooms? Oh yeah, look, see, we've got kids happening. Yeah, nice family house. Look at that. All right, I think the last thing I'm going to do back here is a couple more terrain painting tips. So I'll grab the same dirt terrain paint I was using earlier and put this around the pool and everything. The trees, the landscaping. I always recommend putting terrain paint under your foundations. I know it's not everybody's thing, but for me it's like line art. You know, it's just that thing that sort of separates it from the ground just that little bit more. And around any of your patios or whatever. Let's see. You can also make desire paths, right, where your Sims are walking the most. I like putting a little bit of a dirt track under the swings because kids be dragging their feet in the mud. Oh, and then under this tree as well over here. Let's see. A little bit of foundation. I love that this just has a huge wraparound deck because that makes this part so much faster. There we go. If you wanted more privacy back here, you could build a fence or a half wall or put in some taller shrubs or something, which is common around a pool, but or you could just leave it open, share with the neighbors. Don't forget to like the stream, thank you. Wished you could add regular pools that aren't built in. Oh, you mean like just place a pool like they have with the hot springs? I could see where that would be beneficial. Also, devil's advocate, that would be such a pain. I feel like they would be so bugged out, you know? Just got back from work. The stream's been going for just about an hour, actually. So welcome in. There's your pool. Oh, also, if you didn't know already, the base game has a bunch of different watercolors that you can use, which is just delightful. And some packs have other watercolors as well. This one specifically is supposed to look like a treated pool. I think it's super sparkly and lovely. Or, you know, you could have the abandoned pool, or the very abandoned pool, or the technically it's clean, but do you really want to swim in that pool? Or we could just stick with blue. That works. Okay, I am going to put this one back on the gallery. Even if it's not done yet, hopefully this gives you enough of a direction to keep going, or worst case scenario, at least it's something that you know you hate and you can do something else. Always trying to find the positive. So I'll put this back on the gallery. Trying to upload your build since the start of stream, but you can't. That is a bummer. Did you try disabling mods? Because that's, I'm pretty sure, the only reason that my game is running is I just straight up disabled all of my mods, which I'm sad about. But it had to happen. I'm about to delete so much clutter. Still have spots? Yes. So next up is ellyamelia. After that we have slimy, calliope. Actually, I don't know if it's calliope or calliope or something completely different, and I'm just messing up names. And then disco. If I've missed somebody, let me know and I'll try to get you back where you belong, but that's the list so far. So get back to gallery. Ooh. Okay, I know we're not looking at this one today, but this is cool. I like this. Is this 2 separate builds? It's just all one? Oh, interesting. I like this. This is cool. However, we are moving on. Sam gets distracted stream. Ellyamelia. I don't think there are numbers on this one. Booyah. Big family home, which I think you said was your most popular. So yes, there we go. This is a 30-30, so we'll move over to a 30-30. Which world is this? I don't recognize that road. Is this Copperdale? It might be. All right, let's go see if there's a 30-30 in Copperdale, because that's my guess. If I want to pick something smaller. Oh, no worries. We'll take a look. You're here for distraction. Distraction. Copperdale. Also, I'm kind of bummed that they added another world, not because I'm mad about the extra world, but because now it's messed up. And my list of worlds is all like, you know, it's got the extra one at the bottom, you know? Copperdale? Ha! I'm getting better at this. Okay, gallery was just showing offline. You don't know what's going on because the internet connection's fine. The game is seriously bugged right now, which is very annoying. Okay, let us place this furnished-wise. And I didn't write down what we were looking at in this one, so if you could remind me, that would be super-duper swell. Let's see. Hello, welcome in. Join the list. Yes. So Phlaurynn, if you have your ID, let me know. And then we will also add Zoe. Landscaping? Okay, cool beans. Clutter plants and landscape. Let's see if we can get a better light on this. Ooh, okay, evening is a little bit dark, but it might be our best shot if we're looking at the front yard here. You put in a lot of work to this. Holy cow. These stones, getting these stones to all place is no joke. I'm going to write down rainbow box here with a note. For Phlaurynn. And then rainbow box 22. Okay. Done a lot of builds based on the historic homes after seeing the build like nerds. Ooh, yay! Hopefully that's been enjoyable. Also Windows. Okay, so I think we probably both have the same problem with Windows, which is we love Windows a little bit too much. Okay, so if our grand goal, if we're looking at this, and our grand goal is to help the build look a little bit less cluttered, I do have some thoughts. First thought, if you press F5 on your keyboard, that will enable quarter tile placement. So like with this window, instead of placing here or here, if I press F5, it will place here, which just creates a little bit more space there, so that could be nice. Second thought is I think we do not need to be breaking up our siding like this. It's creating a whole bunch of division that we really don't need. I can appreciate I can appreciate walls. I can appreciate wanting to add more detail, or even just trying to work better with the columns, but I think that cutting down on some of that visual busyness will serve you a little bit better in the long run. For the roof pieces, all we have to do is go grab a smaller roof trim to place on the bottom again. So I would start with that. I would help decrease some of the visual clutter with that. This is, yeah, okay. YouTube is absolutely loving this house. Had to repair the app and clear everything a few times. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Partial to Linux, yeah. Phlaurynn as well. Okay, cool. Well, that makes that easy. Mansion V3. Cool. Let's see. So that's where I would start with that one window in the middle. I am looking at this tower, and I think I'm going to adjust your roof a little bit. I'm going to get rid of this piece and then copy and place this piece again in the middle just to cover where your build gets a little bit wider and pull it out. So then instead of looking like a tower, hopefully we can get this to look a little bit more like a dormer. I might have to adjust your roof pitch a little bit, but I think that will help as well. Looks like we might, well, let's see. If I pull you out. Okay, that'll work a little bit better. Pull this out, put the window back down. So now that becomes more of a dormer and less of a tower, which I think works a little bit more with the suburban nature of the build. And by putting more roof on top, it almost like weighs the build down a little bit, but in a good way. Let's see. Oh, people are talking to each other. All the windows, you know, you're right on the couch. I can throw stuff at you. It didn't help you stick and upload. Oh no, I'm sorry. Bummer. All right, let's see, what else can we do? So some people are mentioning one window in the middle. I don't know if that will work with our wall placement. It will. Okay, so that's definitely an option. And even if you still wanted more windows down there to line up with your windows down below, something like this feels a little bit more coastal, which works really well with the cats and dogs sort of pack. So that's just an option, right? That will fill in the space with windows, which is what you wanted initially, but also keep that sort of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 center line happening. So that's some opinions there. These windows over here, I feel like we came in for plants, now we're talking windows. So the window boxes will automatically make your windows look taller, but with your wall height being short wall height, I wonder if we don't want to instead use these slightly shorter windows here. That was the same height? I think so. There we go. Because the window boxes will automatically make them look larger anyway. But since we have medium wall height and then short wall height, I think that'll just suit the height of the wall a little bit better. And I don't think we need windows on the sides here, unless you already have... Okay, you don't already have, like, stuff that needs those windows there. So, I know you can't see it from the front as much, but it'll still help a little bit. And let's go ahead and carry this column all the way up as well. So I just realized I was leaning away from the mic for half of that. I am so sorry. That'll frame everything nicely, but keep those vertical lines strong, so we've got lots of dynamic stuff happening. Let's see, for your landscape, I actually like your landscape. I think the wildflowers are a little bit too much, but I think they're just too much because they're too big. So if we scale them down a couple of times, I think we can still keep them. They just need to be a little bit less overpowering. Also, if you have plants in front of your bird feeder, your Sims can't access that. I don't know if that matters to you or not, but I will just let you know. Also, hedges and flower boxes. Don't know if we need both of those, or you can scale the hedges down so that they're not fighting for space. So weirdly enough, a lot of this was making things smaller. Let's take a look at our before and after. So here's where we started. Let everybody take a look. And here's where we are now. So hopefully it's just a little bit cleaner. Let's see. Anything else that really is sticking out to me? I don't think so. We could work with the roof over here a little bit. We do have a floating solar panel. Excuse me, move you around. But what I would want to do over here, I think, is just direct water away from the main part of the house. So I might look at just using one of these roof pieces instead. So then that way it's still below the window. And we can put our solar panel over there. There you go. And then I would pitch this down to match the closest roof, which would be this one. Or actually, you know what? I lied. We're going to take this piece again. And we're just going to do one of these. I think that'll work. Yeah. It's more of a personal preference thing, but I just don't like when it looks like water could be running into the house. I'm a big fan of not having water damage. So that's what I do. Ooh, also, if you don't like having this little bit showing here, you can push your roof in so that the green line is sort of matching up with the corner of your roof there. Hold shift to pull in the one eave, copy, place, and then tuck your side eaves in, and you got that going for you. Let's see, can we... I'm not sure how you got this line here, because I can't get rid of it. Skills. Ooh. Alright, hang on. I made a little bit of a mistake, because this side of the house is stone, and this roof is siding. That's fine.
Emotional damage!
We will just place another piece of roof over here so that we can make it be stone. And I'll copy these over here. Okay. Yay. Floating solar is the best solar. Why are you trolling me? For anybody who doesn't know, Tech is my husband. He lives with me. I can throw things at him because... Actually, I can almost reach him. So he's in the chat for kicks and giggles today, I guess. Okay. Always causing trouble. He's teaching his son to do the same. House has all windows because it's a glass house, but modded to... Yeah. You know, all glass houses can be cool too. We just, at Friday's stream, I was putting in way too many windows, and it was a bit of a mess. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put this back on the gallery for you to check out if you would like. Apparently we're doing caps lock now. That's fine. Whatever. You're being engaging. Oh, right. Okay, here for minor chaos. Good enough. Also, hello, perfect. Welcome in. Which pack are the flower boxes from? These flower boxes are from... Get Famous. But they're actually really nice flower boxes. Get Famous is such a mixed bag for build by. It is weird. Jonathan, no water damage is allowed here. Got rid of 90% of the windows on Friday. Dude, that was rough. Milo, I cannot endorse that, but I'm glad that you're here. But also, you know, maybe if you have an exam coming up, you can just watch this stream back later. EA won't let you in. Dang it. Last time that happened, I had to completely uninstall and reinstall the EA app, but I also know that, like, stuff is weird. This is also a learning experience. You know what? That's fair. Okay. So this is back on the gallery. Thank you so much for letting me mess with this. This was a really nice house to play with today. I'm gonna cross your name off. Next up is Slimy999. Sometimes I feel bad saying the usernames out loud. Like, I'm not trying to call anybody slimy. It's just a funny name. At work, but the build is so great. Oh, jeez. Okay. Suburban... I can't even read what I wrote down. Suburban something house. Does that say beach? Maybe? Suburban beach something? This one, perhaps? I would love to re-roof this. This looks like a roofing challenge. Looking to buy your first pack soon. Okay. So, first pack. My first 3, like, expansion pack recommendations, which is usually people are asking about as expansion packs, are Seasons, City Living, or Get Together, because all 3 of those packs expand your gameplay immensely, add a super cool brand new world, well, except for Seasons, but Seasons, like, really impacts all of the other worlds, and they work really, really well with any other pack that you may get in the future. So that's why I generally recommend those 3 packs to begin with. If you're looking for a game pack to check out, I really like the Strangerville one and Jungle Adventure. They add some really cool story-driven gameplay, which is a nice break from just all of the sort of more monotonous base game careers and stuff. And they have fantastic build buy items. So those are super fun. Suburb Beach. Okay, this one. So 3030, which I think we're already on. So I should just be able to place this here. Save some time. Thoughts on Get to Work. Get to Work. Okay. Get to Work is really good for people who like sort of okay, Get to Work I have mixed feelings about because I'm a builder and the Get to Work world sucks and the Get to Work build items are really not all that great. Like, you really can't use them in a whole lot of stuff outside building jails, hospitals, and stores. But if you really like the idea of playing a career alongside your sim, of opening your own retail location, of aliens, then it can be a good pack. I know a lot of people recommend it. It's just not one of my top packs because aside from the play along careers, overall it doesn't add that much to gameplay when you compare it to all of the festivals that come with city living and the apartments, or seasons, adding seasons and holidays and extra characters and stuff like that, or Get Together, which has the largest world, a fantastic build buy catalog, I think 2 new lot types, and it adds dancing and the club mechanic, which is super duper helpful in a lot of different ways. This is quite the house. All right. I feel like we're looking at it from the side. I also feel like I don't actually like the lighting on this lot, so I'm going to go find a different one. Get to Work is awesome for community lots built. True. That is fair. That is fair. I don't generally do a lot of those, so I guess I kind of didn't think of that one. All right, we're moving this over there. You'd love a prison pack? Of course you would. Popping in and out because you're fighting with Excel? No. Cats and Dogs? Okay, also that. Cats and Dogs is also a really, really good pack, but if you're not actually a fan of having pets in your game, it's all of a sudden just half a pack. So if you like the idea of animals, Cats and Dogs, actually all of the like animal driven packs, Cats and Dogs, Horse Ranch, and Cottage Living are all really, really good, but they're more niche. Like, if you don't enjoy the main part of the pack, you're not going to enjoy the pack so much. I know there are a lot of good ones for sure. Also, hey, if you want my official opinion on all the packs, I do have a spreadsheet on my website going over all of that, so that's fun. I forget about it a lot, but I genuinely have a full spreadsheet with my pack ratings for world, gameplay, build mode, buy mode, create a sim, and overall on the website, so you can check that out too. Balcony on top is just for show, I was guessing, because it's quite floaty. I am going to get rid of it. I might bring it back in a different form though, but for now we're going to get rid of it because we're going to work on the roof. Cats and Dogs is a really good one. Creative control is nice. I mean Goat Ranch. Yes, I do mean Goat Ranch. Okay. Watching while your wife plays D&D. Well, hello. Welcome in. Sims, D&D. So much fun. Got the hubby watching the stream on his computer. Yay. Bring them all in. I feel like I missed a few, but I'm happy that you're all here. And if you have questions that I missed, please just ask them again. I was ranting there for a second. It's a lot of repetitive tasks that make you want to quit your degree. No, don't quit. Don't quit. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay. So this house is quite spectacular. I am going to remove all of the roof stuff so we could just get a look at sort of the base house. Because this is basically a giant square, we are going to have a few issues with roofing looking super dynamic, but I think we can work around it a little bit. Now, this wall here, you have medium doors on it, but it's technically short. I think, what happens if I put it up to medium? How many problems do we cause? Not that many problems. Okay, I'm going to go with medium wall height. I think that that's going to work better, especially since overall, spoiler alert, we are going to be pitching the roof down dramatically. So usually when I start explaining roofing, I say start with the largest possible part of your build, which is this one. Decide if you want eaves or not, which we can't have yet, and decide your general pitch. This one's a bit tricky because it's floating. If it was just a 2-story house, we could keep this roof pitch and it would be totally fine, but it's kind of like a 1-story on pillars. So I'm actually going to drop it down a little bit to be a little bit more in line with the actual height of our main build here. Next, we're going to copy it and we're only going to move it in one direction. In this case, I'm going to move down on the screen and I'm going to resize it so that it lines up, which is just like this. And then copy, move it in just one direction. So this one I'm going to move right and then resize it so that it lines up. So that will prevent us from getting valleys and give us a decent-ish roof. And because we're symmetrical, I can actually just pull that over and copy and place. Now at this point, we are going to want to break up some of that roof line because it's feeling a little bit heavy. So what I'm going to do with that is just replace these with gable roof pieces instead, which should be as simple as just putting it down, matching the pitch. There we go. I know that these are bathrooms in front, but if we were able to add more windows, I think that would be nice. I know we also still have these to roof, but it could be nice to add more windows. All right. That got that going for us. Now, personally, I think we should add a little bit more happening here. So what I'm going to do is tuck the eaves in on this roof piece, then copy and place the same roof piece, just make it one tile smaller and bring the eaves out again. So that will have eaves on the back, but not on the front. And now I can take this roof piece and place it right over my door. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the same thing here. Boo. Okay, copy, place, push back, whoop. Push back one, and bring the eaves back. There we go. And I need eaves over here, so I'm just gonna pull a couple of tricks. Basically just place a couple of roof pieces that are only there to add eaves, and that will add more sort of drama to our front door area. We don't even need it that big. I think we could shrink it down a little bit. Lots of layering happening here. There we go. But because it's so boxy, I think that bringing in a little bit of flavor on the front there will really help. Okay. Not my turn yet. Confusing this bad. I try to not do that. Everybody can build good things. It just sometimes we get stuck and need help, and that's okay. You do like giant squares. It's true. I'm not going to end the live, but if the game crashes, don't take it personally. Hoping we could add another one of the cottages on the list. Yes, our list is pretty long right now, but I do definitely want to get back and try more of the cottages. The werewolf pack is so good. I love the werewolf pack. I'm not into gameplay, generally not that into occults either. I love the werewolf pack, for sure. D&D can be a lot of fun if you find a group that you gel with. I would like to try and play some one day, but we'll see what happens. Need at least one other person. Fair. I hear people talking about roof clipping and don't know what that means. Does it do anything to the Sims when they're inside? No, so roof clipping just means your roof is showing through a wall where you don't want it to be there, but not, it doesn't generally mess with your Sims. Generally. I mean, every once in a while it could. Okay, for these, initially you had hipped roof pieces. Super easy. We're just going to switch those out for half gables and pitch them down. So that will keep water from running into the build and keep it roofed, and it'll just be a nice little simple thing. Booyah. Easy peasy. The little octagons are going to be a bit of a trick, but we shall see. Do you have to pay for this? So, the base game, Sims 4, is free. It's free on PC, Mac, PlayStation, and Xbox. However, for all of the expansion packs, you would need to pay. Every once in a while, there's a kit that they're giving away for free, but I'd like to play. I say, yes, we've talked about this, perfect, and I can't play because I've just got too many other things happening. Make a werewolf sim construction worker who builds houses, but then the werewolf would like rage, wouldn't it, and just destroy everything. Okay, so for these guys, oh, octagons are a struggle. How do we want to do this today? What happens if I start with octagons on the corners? What happens if we start with that and then just try to play fill in the gap? I feel like it's not going to be very good. All right. So this is going to be very, very, very difficult to get to look good just because of the scale of the octagonal corners. There's a chance we could do a little bit of cheating and use some of my roof hacks. But I'm not sure how well it's going to work because usually I do this when it's just half an octagon. I don't think I've done it on 3/4 of an octagon before. What happens if we do this and then grab a half gable to put between them? We'll line this pitch up here. Okay, I'm gonna hold shift to pull this one eave back. And then what if we tried putting a gable on in this direction? Not all the way to the end, just to here. Oh, that's gonna mess with that pretty severely. Darn. Oh, but not if we do that. Okay, so now we just have to rotate these guys so that the open face is toward the gable roof. We might be figuring something out. Okay. And then I want to pitch this down to also match. We might pitch the whole thing down altogether, but overall it should match a little bit. And then right here, all I need to do is copy and place the same half gable roof piece, hopefully. I do need it to turn. Would you like turn around? That'd be super duper swell of you. Okay. Alright, obviously this is like way too tall. It looks kind of funky, but I think we might have actually figured it out. And then we pitch this down so that it matches, and pitch this down so that it matches. And we're getting a little bit of funky line up there, but super close. What is wrong with you? Why are you being a problem? Okay. Sorry. I'm like leaning way in, so if I'm being really loud right now, I'm sorry. I just want to get everything to line up perfectly. I don't know if it's going to, but that's because diagonal roof pieces are annoying. We're getting pretty close though. I actually was not expecting it to look remotely this decent on the front here. So I think from the side here, it's really cute. From this side, it's a little bit less cute, but we can potentially cover some of that up by choosing a thicker roof trim so that everything will sort of look like it's lining up better. Why are you the way that you are? Okay, I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know why it's behaving poorly. This is what I've got, though. Or we can just throw a random roof piece on and call it a day. If I was to pick just a single roof piece to throw on it, I think I'd probably go with the half gable. Spin it around and just pull it in. Whoops. Something like that, perhaps. Or a low-pitched gable. So this will hang over your sides, so it totally depends on the overall look that you're going for. But that would roof it. You could put columns on the corners if you wanted to. Oh, goodness. Alright, what else did I miss? The octagons are bedrooms, yes. So I don't want to mess with the like walls, because you already have everything furnished. But if you had solid corners, or if the octagon came in further, like if it was here instead, then it would be a little bit easier to roof. It's just the name of the game. Normal pitched roof, your house is like that, yes. Love to suggest, but you're bad at building, so you'll just watch. Hey, that's fine. He rage, but his work is so good that people take the chance and try to hire him after full moons. Oh, fair. Fair enough. That would be funny, though. Oh, goodness. Why are you being a problem is what I tell a cat every day. Cats are... I love cats. I miss being able to have them. Ducky dice? I need to see a picture of this. A duck keycap. Yes. Okay. 60 minutes or less when your characters kills the other. Oh dear. Have to study, Jonathan. Have a great night. Enjoy your study session. See you next time. Recommend the duck keycaps. Adorable. Build has been finished and gallery added to the gallery. Fantastic. He's giving you a hard time. Just give up and went to bed. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hopefully next time. Hopefully they'll get some of these bugs ironed out. Gotta get all this stuff painted. Okay. I think I already said this, but I'm gonna say it again. If we can do larger windows over here, I think that'd be nice. Let's see if I could just copy some of the windows you already have going on. I think that would fill in the space a little bit better. We could even still keep these round ones and do the whole like roof peak thing. Also, let's go ahead and grab some exterior trim to place around the bottom of your house here, because I noticed that was missing. Unless I accidentally deleted it. Maybe I just accidentally deleted it at some point. There we go. Okay, now it matches. Yay. Hopefully that helps. EA tagline, making stable games hard. Making stable games is hard, so I try harder. Fair. Cryan, hello. Just found the channel through a reel. It's exactly what you didn't know you needed. Well, welcome. Happy to have you. Way too big for a laptop? Oh, darn. Why try it all? Yeah, that's fair. The build reminds you of the bases you'd make in Minecraft. You know what? I see it. It does kind of look like a Minecraft base, but in like a modern beachy way. You do need help with the roof? Let me get this back up on the gallery. Now that we've sorted the roof out, and I'm not going to add the balcony back in because the roof is so much lower. Yeah, let me get this back on the gallery and then we will do a list update. So, put that up. Wait for it to load up. There we go. Okay. And, which one was it? Oh, it was this one. So this is what we started with here. My main concern was bringing the roof down a pitch or two. And this is where we ended up. So there's the side, and then here's the front. Okay, so there was Slimy. So we have Calliope, Disco, Phlaurynn, Rainbow. We did want to go back to Laffy as well. I'm gonna have to flip my paper over, y'all. And then who else is here? Calliope the Bat Builder. Nah. Build isn't finished. They got to the gallery. Oh, from earlier. Yes. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Which one? Now I can't remember which one that one was. Was that one that we re-uploaded over here? Was not this one. This one. Okay, so this is the one that you finished and put up on the gallery. This one's so fun. I like this. Okay. So we've got that. What else? The keycaps are too large for a laptop, which is very sad. Jail Davis, I did not write your username down. Or I didn't write your YouTube name down next to your username, so you'll have to remind me your username again. So this is where we're at right now. We just finished Slimy, so we're up to Calliope, then Disco, then Phlaurynn, Rainbow Box. We're going back to Laffy. That's what I've got on the list so far. I think we'll do one more, and then I'm going to take a quick break to refill my beverage. But we'll come back. You die if your front door had that many stairs in real life. Yeah, unless you live in like a hurricane place though, and then you'll be thankful. Oh, okay. Yay. Also, if any of you need to leave or forgot what I did or said, the stream will be available for your viewing pleasure on YouTube tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern with chapters, which is super duper exciting. Love a good chapter. Yay. Okay. Cool. Hopefully that roof help fixes a few things and you can continue along on your merry, merry way. Oh, did I spell it wrong? Let me know if I spelled this wrong because you still have luxury apartment work in progress. Is that down here? Yes, Rainbow Box. I have you on here. Oh, you still have the other one up? Is this one we visited before? Maybe? CA. Let's see, can I copy and paste off of here? Bummer, I can't just copy your message. That would have been super handy. Does it use custom content? Hey, we figured it out. Is it this one? This is what I've got. Yes, but you need more help now. Fair enough. What command do you think we have?
Trying to do top points or something. Top score.
Oh. No, we don't. I mean, if you want to look into that, you're more than welcome to. Yay, we found it. Okay, zooming over to a 4030. Huzzah. Can we call him TechWiz? Well, he's the one who set the commands up. That's why I was confused what he was looking for. Hey, look, we can just go back across the street again. Booyah. Oh, wait, is this a desert one? Where are you? Oh, I know where this is. Hang on. We'll try and get this on the right lot. Bridleton Bay 64 by 64 is the park lot. Okay, cool. I think this is one of these. Oh, duh, Arid Ridge. Yay. I can read things. Ha ha ha. I can read. I've been able to read for 25 years. I can read. However, my eyes get tired and then they cross and then I'm sad. Oh goodness. Okay. So you have a very dynamic shape happening here and it's going to be pretty difficult to do all in glass and look good. But we can add skylights if you're okay with me doing that. Also, I don't even know what we're missing. Windows probably? Yes, the walls are glass. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to... Oh, you know what? I need to update those commands. I'm going to add that to my to-do list. Update... exclamation point commands, because they're actually more than that in the 1000.1 now. I just forgot about it. What's crayons? I guess you're going to have to enter it to find out. Okay, let's sort this roof out. Ceiling back. And the reason I'm building a ceiling here, even though you don't have one currently, is because the skylight will automatically remove. Oh, interesting. I should still be able to
Black is
roof
the
that.
color of emptiness. I feel it in my soul because I'm an emotional mess.
Crayons by Studio C. Alright, I should be able to still roof this without messing with the walls or anything. Anyway, I'm gonna put the ceiling back though because the roof pieces are going to look weird. And hey, we just practiced on a shape like this like 10 seconds ago, so that's fantastic. do I want to start? I mean, up here is going to be pretty easy. I'm going to take one gable and run it this direction. We will pitch it down a bit, because both more modern and more desert style homes will have lower pitched roofs. And then this one will face front, pull it down to one tile, hold shift to pull this eave back, copy, place, pull the side eaves in, pull it back to merge, bam, bada boom. That was easy. Moving on to the slightly less easy part over here. Oh, goodness, I completely missed this whole part as well. Okay. So you have a lot going on here with your walls being here or not being here. I'm not sure what the extent of that is. Because there wasn't a roof here, but you do have lights here, you know? So I'm not 100% sure where we're going with that. But I can pull a roof over this if we want it to be here. I think just like that will work pretty well. Pull this out one more. There we go. Okay, so that will cover that if you want that covered. Otherwise, I would get rid of this gable here. I just noticed that you had a ceiling light, and usually those need a ceiling. So that would be good. Okay. And then this side, this is a lot of real estate with one corner missing, which is what's making it weird. I'm going to see how much I can cover with just putting a gable down. And then once we actually figure out our general roof shape, I will go back and sort out some of those skylights I promised. Okay. I think this will work. We'll pull this over here, pull that there, push it out to the front. Do our little roof hack again where we're pitching this down. I think that's too far. Copy, place. Oh, that's right, because it's a not room. The grid won't actually show up above it, which is making placing the roof pieces a little bit tricky. But we'll get there. And then this can just be a diagonal half gable, maybe. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool. Let me extend this one more. I think that'll work all right. And we have one little tile right here. Now, technically, there is a valley here where your roof is pointing towards your house, but given the extreme proportions, I don't know if there's much I can do about that. I can maybe consider bringing in a gable, but I don't think I like that. Might just have to go with it. Wish BuildCat tracked microphone input as well so you can make it look like he's talking. That would be fantastic. However, I did not code BuildCat. I stole him. I didn't steal him. It's a free resource on the internet. If you look up OBS BuildCat, or not OBS BuildCat, OBS Cat, it'll come up. Anyway, but yes, I think that'd be super duper cute. Oh well. I don't know. There are too many people are talking. Oh no. So need to set up your desktop. Good luck. I hope that works out for you. Procrastination would be your move right now? Yeah, fair. Kind of wish BuildCat, we read that one. PCs, you guys talk about computers, so I don't understand. Your sister is due this weekend. Text her responded and she didn't respond. Oh, goodness. I hope everything goes well. Does look very deserty. He used to live in the desert, too. I could never live in the desert. Could do 2 half gables with a height differential. True, which we actually are probably going to end up doing anyway for the skylight. That would bring... Well, honestly, it's not going to be that big of a differential, so we don't have to worry that much. But yes, that's probably what we're going to end up doing for skylight purposes anyway. I was also a little bit concerned about this little area here. What's going on inside? What if we just scooched this over. Scooch. Nope. Scooch. Scooch. Hey, look, we solved our problems. Booyah. Okay, that's... I think that's going to be my core shape. Is it a lot more simple than it was? Yes. Do I think that's overall going to work to our advantage? Very much so. So, yeah, I think you have a good point there with using the 2 half gables, which will make it a lot easier for our skylights, which I've said like 1,000 times. I'm sorry, I'm tired. So if we bring this in here, then we can copy, rotate, and place over on this side. And I'm going to hold Alt while I resize this roof so that it keeps the same height. Hold Shift to pull in the eaves at the top. And there. Asymmetrical gable. But it solves this, solves that, and now we have to solve the skylight thing. We're not going to be able to put a skylight right here because of these roofs intersecting, but we can put a skylight over here. So I'm going to slide this roof piece over here, copy and place right here, and then copy and place a 3rd time, but bring this down to just be 1 tile right in the middle, right there. And now I'm going to place this roof piece again, but I'm going to place a glass texture on it. And now, if I bring in my eaves and hold Alt and pitch it down ever so slightly. Why are you being weird? Oh, you're being weird. You're the wrong size. There we go. Hold Alt, pitch it down ever so slightly. Then we get this sort of like cased glass window look. So we have a huge skylight still, but it doesn't overflow over the edges of the build. And I think it looks nice. We could even potentially pull this back a little bit so it's going to look a little bit more centered with this part, but let's see. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So it could either be centered with this part of the build or centered with the front wall. You just have to reorganize a few things. And with this, if we use the squared roof trim on everything, that creates a nice, like it looks like it has a frame around it, which is good for water protection. And then we could do the exact same thing back here if we wanted to as well. So I'm gonna put this roof piece over here. Oops, I need this one. There we go. Over here and here. Copy, place, bring this down and over, and copy again. Make it big. Add some glass. Did I use this one? Yes. I do recommend bringing in all the eaves on the glass roof pieces as well, and then hold Alt so that you can just pitch it down a smidge. So it's still mostly the same height, but not quite. And we'll add our boxy trim again. And there's a lovely giant skylight in your bar room as well. Yay! Rinse and repeat for any other skylights you want. It won't work here, like I said, because of all the roof pieces intersecting. And then if you wanted this to look more Mediterranean, you could throw down a tile roof. That will make it Mediterranean like instantly. And if you wanted it to look more modern, then you could go with something a little bit more sleek like a metal roof, although dark metal isn't generally recommended for deserts, or just a squared off shingle. Maybe a lighter, brighter metal roof. This might even have a gold swatch that matches. What do you know? Look at that. Yay! Okay, need ice cream, water, and sleep. Sleep well, Mariah. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Also, ice cream sounds lovely. You're like your 2013 MacBook Air turned into a jet to run The Sims. That's what it feels like. Fry an egg on those things sometimes. Black Swan raspberry cheesecake ice cream? That sounds amazing. Keep picturing kids throwing things out the window onto the skylights. Yeah, probably. I don't think the message from Tech Junior about the shop is accurate anymore. Okay, I'll update that one too. You're right, I did take the digital wallpapers down because nobody cared. Stickers are still there though, and international shipping, which starts at I think $2, which is pretty good for international shipping. You're welcome. Okay, yay. Hopefully this helps a little bit. I think it looks nice. Montana missed most of the live because you were writing a script live on YouTube. Oh, that sounds fun. Hopefully it went well. Let's see, this one. Yeah, I think I'll leave this here. I'll let you make other improvements and changes as you want. I think this will help a lot though. We will put this back on the gallery. I would like to actually type, if you don't mind. There we go. We did it. You got a lot of stuff done? Yay. Fantastic. Thanks for joining us now. Yay, we did it. All right. You are so welcome. I'm going to take a break because I need to stand up and stretch. Precious, hello, welcome in. You made it work? Oh, fantastic. You just spent the hour editing something you have to submit back to your advisor and it wouldn't save. Oh my gosh. Bez, I am so sorry. Oh gosh. Wow. I'm sorry. That's rough. Yay, you get to do it again. Okay, I'm gonna take a break for like 5 minutes and then I'll come back. Just as an update, next up we're gonna take a look at Discows Park. And then we have Flaurynn's mansion. Rainbow Box has luxury apartments. We want to go back and look at another one of Laffy's cottages. And we also have Wonder Witch 16 again. I think I wrote all that down. Your Excel data is still there? Oh, that's good. That's good. Kareem as well. 12120, I think. I'm starting to remember them. My brain is just really, really slow. Okay. After laundry. Right. Oh, laundry. Never ending. All right. Break. I'll be back. I promise. Hello again, friends. Also, I was reminded on break, I meant to say, I would like to switch the YouTube chat from subscriber only to everybody, just to make it easier for people to join in the fun. However, before I do that, I'd like to add another moderator to the YouTube moderation team. So if that's something you're interested in and you join the streams frequently, you can send me an email and we can chat and you can do my little screen thing. I anticipate more chat, so having another moderator would be super duper fantastic. Especially since Tech's going to bed like a responsible adult. You wanna know about TikTok? You are here a lot. If you're serious, you know where to find me. Let's see. Remember to buy membership? Yes. Do not buy memberships. First of all, if you'd like to, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. There are actually the $5 tier has exclusive videos frequently, and sometimes I put some on the 99-cent tier as well. But if it's not 99 cents, somebody's upcharging you, and you should go over to your desktop if you can, because, yeah, mobile platforms suck. So this is Discows Park, which has been a work in progress for like, what, 3 months now? So we finally get to take a look at it, which is exciting. So here's our sort of like 3,000 foot view, and you can just appreciate all of the lights. This is fantastic. You know what? We're going to walk through it at night because it's so lit up. Go through the gate here. Let's see. Left for a bit. Yeah, this is fantastic. So this is Discows Park. We've got a little park landing spot here. We've got stairs, which I'm not going to bother going up and down too much. Just so many fantastic little garden areas, bathroom, vending machines, fireflies up the wazoo, which is fantastic. They do not show up in build mode, but in live mode at nighttime, the fireflies will actually show up. Ooh, camping, nice. This lot it does take a minute to place, which is why I placed it while I was still on the break screen, but it is so lovely, and there's just so much happening over here. So oh, there's the door. Let's go in here. So this is the main building. I've got a bar, stairs, it looks like this lot could function as almost any lot type, honestly, with the amount of stuff that's in here, which is fantastic. Also, can we appreciate the insane amount of platform and multi-level, I almost said marketing out of habit, multi-level building that went on here. This is phenomenal. And there's a register, so you could set it up as a retail lot if you wanted. Currently, we are on the 64 by 64 lot in Brindleton Bay, so we can almost see the lighthouse over there. And there's a lighthouse over there as well. Lovely views. This would be a great, great spot to take your Sims for a date or a wedding or anything that... Oh yeah, this is the wedding spot over here. Anything that you like really want some nice pictures for. Oh, and then there's another little vending machine snack bathroom spot over here. So this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so glad you're able to finish this. This is fantastic. Gift shop. Yes. That's so fun. Utilizing a break to catch up on the Discord threads. I get behind too, and it's my Discord. This is so cool. Okay, so if you would like this lot, you can get it here. It is by Discowismad. It is called Japanese Style Park. It is a national park lot type, but I think you could place it as a few different things. It's just this, as usual, the gallery does not do it justice. This is such a cool lot. And it looks good at any time of day, which is phenomenal. Oh, I didn't even see the gazebo. Gazebo right in the middle. This is fantastic. The nighttime is my favorite though, with all the candles. I could never build anything like this. Are you kidding? I get so bored working on one house. That's why I don't furnish. It's because by the time I'm done furnishing, it took so long. I'm ready to move on to the next thing, and I still have to like edit the video. Gosh, it's exhausting. And the bridge is functional. Fantastic. So this is a debug bridge, but you put platforms underneath it here, so you can actually still use the bridge, which is important. Need to stop lurking on the Discord and engage? Feel free to. It's fun. The more you engage, you actually unlock additional channels as well. For example, question of the day, which is not question of the day because I forget. It's like 2 or 3 questions a week, but I forget. PC would be flying by the time you're playing that in live mode. Right. Yeah, I will not be going into live mode. I'm sure it's gorgeous, but I'd like the stream to continue and not have the game crash again. So we'll not be doing live mode on this lot today, but it is lovely. Nat has been lurking, but came out of lurk just to see how cool the build was. So there you go, Disco. YouTube is very impressed. This is lovely. Okay, you said before you exit, and then you didn't say anything else. So I'll wait for a second for you to come through on that, and we'll see if anybody over here said anything else that I missed. I don't think so. Already just saying what a cool build this is. Remember to like the stream? Yes, liking the stream does help. Thank you very much. Like the stream. Oh, so I am like terrible about saying that I have stickers and stuff, because I do, and I think they're really funny. They're very high quality stickers. I was very sure about that before I ordered them, and I ship them out of my house, which means I'll write you a cute little note and sometimes send bonus stickers. Anyway, I'm really bad at saying that because I don't like sounding like I'm asking for money, although it does help. Like I try to keep ads and stuff to a minimum, but I'm getting like sponsorship emails to sponsor my videos and finding the balance between like working with companies that, you know, like I am in a position where I can be picky, but I don't want to be too picky. It's weird, but if you want to support the content and not get a bunch of completely random ads, you can buy stickers. And I think I need to make a little like a sponsorship spot for myself in my videos, so I can be like, thanks to our video sponsor, and then just 20 seconds of me showing you how cool my stickers are. I think that would be helpful. I don't know. Making money on YouTube is weird. Content creation land is strange. But thank you all for letting me complain / be confused about that, because I am, is true. Not letting you send your message. Hopefully, I don't know, it might be too long. Sometimes it's weird. Want to be a sim stream, you don't know where to start. Actually, Cami, if you haven't already, I just posted a couple of videos about my stream setup and takedown process. So if you have any specific questions, if you ask them on those 2 videos specifically, I'll be able to easily make a response video answering your questions. So I would recommend leaving a comment on one of those videos, and plus you can sort of see like the process that I go through, which might be helpful. Can we check is there a basement? Okay, so the basement's just like raising stuff up. Cool. All right. Nat, thank you so much for sending that Discord link. That's fantastic. It's okay to get fairly compensated. At this point, I think... So the goth rebuild video is the best performing video I've done recently, and I've managed to make about $1 an hour off that video. So that gives you an idea as to how much I'm rolling in the dough over here. It's really not a lot, but it's a lot of fun, and I do it for free anyway. But, you know. The rocks. Oh, okay, cool. Yes. So these rocks were all placed in the basement and then, like, raised up so that they'll show up here, which gives a lot more depth to the build, which is very impressive. Do show stickers in videos. Yes, so I need to get better at that. Self-promoting is weird, but also, if I'm able to make a little bit more money off the channel, that means more pack giveaways, it means more videos, because I can use that money to pay for other things. Like if I can order dinner, then that's dinner prep time that I could use not doing dinner prep, you know? So that, can I do boulders? Hang on. When in doubt, boulders. Booyah. So that's, you didn't need to know any of that. It's just been on my mind, and that's what streaming is, apparently. Me ranting about stuff and getting off track. Speaking of off track, let's get back on track. Disco, thank you again so much for sharing that park with us. That has been super cool to watch slowly come together over the time. Also, finally we have railings that work, which is fantastic. Oh, I missed a letter. Booyah. Okay, so next up is Phlaurynn Mansion V3. The roof is the main problem here. You downsize the second floor to have trouble with roofing correctly. Ooh, fantastic. So this is a 50/40. I do not... Is this one of the new ones? 50/40? Let's go see. Took too long. It was so long. Need to finally join yourself. Maybe an intermission spot. I had one in the be right back screen, and then I got rid of it and I just never put it back in. I need to get better at that though. I think I have a merge command, but I don't know if I have it in here. No, I don't have it in my quick command. Okay, I think it's this slot. But we'll go. Just watch the video and left a comment. Fantastic. So I probably won't get to that tonight. Usually by the time stream is done, my voice is dead. But I will definitely take a look at it tomorrow and do my best to answer whatever questions you have. Don't have PC Mac? No worries. Most of the stuff these days is pretty interchangeable. Most programs work on both platforms just fine. But because I only have a PC, I might not be able to answer super specific Mac questions, but I'll do my best. Can confirm that that's what streaming is. You sit and talk to yourself every day, right? Okay. I like this. I have a lot of thoughts. Gosh. Okay, can I do more than just the roof on this one? Because I have things that I want to do. I see. Interesting. Okay. So definitely going for like just sort of a classy suburban vibe. Love it. I like it. This is kind of my default roofing style anyway, so I'm actually going to shave it and then save it, as I used to say a lot. We should bring that phrase back because it's funny. So I'm going to get rid of everything. Not because I don't like it, but because it can really help me to like actually see overall the base of what we're working on. Who about this one? So this one is by phlaurynn, phlaurynn. I do like this. I like this a lot. Okay. We will just go ahead and start up here, I think. So, I do know that a classic element of this style is more squared off edges, which you get with the gable roof pieces, which I think you're already using anyway. We're going to pitch it down a little bit because it is such a large build. I think that that will work well for us. And then pretty much just going to see how many of these I can stack on top of each other. Again, mostly what you already did, but if I start from the beginning, it can help my thought process stay a little bit less crazy and all over the place, which when it passes 10:30 p.m. Is a big deal. Very helpful. Okay, this should all come together pretty well. Yeah, so there's this little overlap right here, which we could get rid of if we wanted to by pulling this back. Copy, place, tuck the eaves in. I really need to fix those overlays. Did this come out too far? It did come out too far. Whoops. Okay, so this we actually need to push back so that it's lining up properly. I completely missed that. For shame. Which means this one I think I will just pull all the way back into this roof piece. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll look a little bit better than stacking another gable. And then this window, I would love it if we could push it up, but I know that we can't do that properly, and it's a bummer. The only way we'd be able to do that is actually through a little bit of a sneaky technique where we'd push the roof back a little bit, then hold shift to pull this forward, and actually make a roof that lines up specifically with the pitch of the window. Like that. So that's what I would like to do over here, but with it being a playroom and it not being the exact same size as the window, I don't think we can. But that is a way to get that like window in the peak look. It just, I don't think is quite going to work out today, and I'm a little bit bummed about it. Oh well. Alright, so now I've got that part done. Joshy, hello, welcome in. This is a really nice one. Between TikTok and YouTube, where do you have more stream viewership? That's interesting. So YouTube is generally pretty steady. Like it goes up and down, but it's pretty steady. TikTok, up and down wildly. Just in the stream alone, I've seen the number up in the 60s and all the way down at like 10. So it's widely variable. I wouldn't get a solid answer until after the stream is just completely over. So if you're looking for like solid averages, YouTube overall has like what you see is what you get. Generally, any point you look at it, it's going to be the same. But for like which one would actually get the highest, TikTok can get pretty high, but that's because TikTok has such fantastic discoverability. It's one of the reasons I recommend it for any creators just starting out, as opposed to starting with YouTube. Like if you're just going to pick one platform to start with, TikTok has great discoverability. YouTube has pretty decent discoverability, honestly. They've been making it easier for smaller creators, which I love. And then Twitch has terrible discoverability, but overall, if you're trying to build up like a monetized fan base for long-term subscribers and stuff like that, Twitch is a great place to work on that. And YouTube is as well. So all the platforms have their own strengths and weaknesses. It's been really cool to learn about all of them. All right, so let's see. For back here, I think I'm going to copy what you already had. I think that's going to work best, which is going to be one of these half gable roof pieces, just pitched down a bit. But I'm going to hold shift to pull this eave in so that it's not quite overlapping so peculiarly. And if I pitch it down here, I think we can keep all of your windows. It doesn't look too bad. We could scooch it in like this if we wanted to have your build, like have these walls line up and not have that dividing line of the eave. But because you're using two different sidings, I think that this will be fine. Let's see. Oh, on this side, actually, we do need a little bit of a larger piece. But that's fine. We'll copy, place, and just pull this in until it lines up with this roof. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty much, I think, what you had before. And it looks mostly like it lines up with this roof piece, which is pretty good. So there's the back so far. Let's throw down some paint, shall we? I think that's all of the roof pieces we have so far. Let's see. You don't want monies, you just want people to watch old movies? Wait, do you stream old movies? I didn't know that's what you did. Wait a minute. Do you... Blah. Hang on, English ain't be Englishin'. Do you stream old movies on your TikTok? That sounds super fun. I would love to join. I love old movies. What do I want to do here? You know what? I think I'm going to start with a hipped roof piece here. Let's see if I can get away with it. Nope. This one. Ooh, I don't know if I can because of this intersection right here. Okay, that's fine. We'll work something else out. You just want people to watch you play Sims. It is fun. It's so fun to build the community and everything. What am I looking to accomplish here? That's my big question. I think I need this piece to go here in this direction, but we're going to end up going with a half gable here. So I want these pitches to match. All right. And then I'll pull this even here. So we'll have a little bit of a mismatch right here, but I think overall it'll be worth it. Okay. And if I copy and place you facing this direction, can we get away with that? Close. If I pitch it down. Okay. All right, I think we're getting somewhere now. I'm going to do my eave thing again. Shift, copy, place, tuck in the sides. Shrink this, apparently. There we go. Nope. Oh, you still need an eave there. Okay. Now this does look a little bit goofy with your current window placement. All right. That does look weird with your current window placement. So I'm actually going to replace that with a hip roof piece, which will just give a flatter look at the front here. And I could pull the eaves down on just this one side by holding shift. So I'll do that, and that'll still keep this side nice and tidy. And then copy, rotate, and place this roof piece in this direction. How are you going to play with me today? There we go. Okay. So that just gives us a nice clean corner. It doesn't make this window look as out of place as if we had the center of the peak over here and then the window over on this side. And then this is going to be really easy because it's a fairly standard octagon. So if we just pull the eaves out and pitch it down, easy peasy. Yay, we did it. All about Eve. It's all about, listen. Oh gosh. Okay, but now don't get me theological. I grew up in the church. There were some interesting things that happened. Okay, borderline cult stuff, but overall, I think Eve was unfairly accused of a lot of shenanigans. I'm just saying. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing over here and pitch this down. If I pitch it down all the way, it blends in pretty well, and I think I'm gonna go with that. There is another way to blend the octagons in, but because this window set and this dormer are not quite perfectly lined up, I'm afraid it would look kind of weird. So I think I'm gonna do that. Nat, wait, who's leaving? Oh no, I missed it. I'm so sorry. It was based on a real floor plan as well. Oh, cool. That's good. Love the fact it's not a square. Working from real floor plans can be a pain in the butt, but it does break you out of squaredom pretty well. Love being a steady viewer. Zoe, thank you so much for showing up so frequently. I am terrible with remembering names, so if I remember your name and recognize you coming in, you know you've been here a lot. And I definitely recognize Zoe coming in. No Twitch? Not for me. I'm already on 2 platforms. I can't handle a third. Twitch has money, better money. Yes. Twitch has better money. If you want to do streaming, I would go TikTok and Twitch. However, I like streaming a lot, but overall, I really like doing the actual like traditional video format. So for that, I do TikTok and YouTube combo. Yes. Much love. You guys are fantastic. Old detective movies. I need to watch more old movies. Julia, I think I missed you now, but if you're still here, have a great sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Any 20k subscriber plans? 25k subscriber plans? If you want to know what those are. Your job is doing floor plans on daily for houses to sell. No way. Wait, really? Are you in the Discord? Please join the Discord. All About Eve is a great movie. Well, there you go. Joshy, you got a fan over here with LA. You've either been on here a lot, you go feral one time for orange and then never leave. Or pink. Or Laffy. Laffy. Oh, Laffy. Oh, Laffy. Watch all Shelley Winters movies in order. Gold medal. I will not remember. I will be honest. I will not remember. But... Ooh, I just realized this is a covered deck. Whoopsies. This might be fun to line up. Okay. So we have 2 different roof pieces here, and we have to match the pitch of them. Which means... Oh, no. What have I done? Matching these up. We might have to be creative again. Let's see how bad this is. I think if I just move this window up to match the other one, we'll be okay. That does... Oh, that means moving that up, though. But if I pitch this down any lower, then it's going to start looking weird over on this side, and I don't want it to look weird over on that side. I wonder if I need to grab a half-hipped roof piece to place over here. Will that help at all? Not really. No, because it's not a big enough space. Fascinating. By fascinating, I mean mildly disappointing. That's okay, though. This is just a weird spot to roof. What about this direction? Okay, maybe we do that. Maybe this is our compromise. We have this pitched down a little bit over to the side, which I wouldn't normally go for, but it might help with the rest of the shenanigans that we've got going on over here. That might help. Okay, this might be my final answer for the roofing. Now, the window that I moved is not supposed to be there. Oh. There we go. Oh, yes, perfect. Thanks for throwing the Discord out there. And modding like you're supposed to. I appreciate that. Type like a grandma. I type like a blind person. Right, the window besides the growing together window. This window is so lovely. My issue is if I pitch this roof down in order to get things to line up how I like them to line up, which honestly real house plan people don't care about as much as I do. It's fine. Then I'm going to have to adjust the pitch of a lot of other things too, and I don't want to do that. So this is such a fun window though. Darn. Yeah, because like if I pitch this down, then I'm gonna have to pitch this down, and if I pitch that down, then this is gonna look weird unless I pitch it down. Will this still work? This might still work. Maybe. And if I pitch this one down, this is already not going to connect with this roof piece, but that's because they start on two separate areas. So that's just the way that's going to be anyway. The octagon still works. Maybe this will work. Maybe it'll be okay. There's still a tiny bit of blue showing at the top, but I think without changing the roof height or the wall height, that might be the best that we're going to get on this one. I don't remember the shingle color you had, so I'm just going to go with my favorite. And then grab some roof trim as well, and then we'll see how we feel about it. Roof trim, roof trim. You have a lot of white. I think I'll go ahead and go with the square white trim. I think that'll fit the house well enough. Okay. I know, well, I think that there are a couple of windows missing. And again, this isn't like that much different than what you started with, but I think that overall the lines all come together better, so we'll see. Hip Hip Renee would say a lot about the hot tub. Hip Hip Renee has a lot of things to say. I need to watch more of her roasts because she is good at roasting and I am not. Now, the other thing I wanted to do was go into terrain tools, grab the little shovel dude, click this flatten terrain and use a rectangle, and starting inside the house, I'm going to move out so that our driveway actually has a little bit of a slope to it. Make it softer. I'll go over to smooth. We'll smooth this out a little bit. So this is a lot of just back and forth, but it can be worth it to actually get like a driveway that looks like a driveway, if that's something you're interested in. Not everybody is. That's okay. But if you want it to look like a driveway, that can help. Okay. Question, who is Bean? That is my son. Ooh, family tree time, while you guys all look at this and judge me. So, Sam and Bean, channel name, I am Sam, S-A-H-M, stands for stay-at-home mom. Some people say Sam, I don't like that. I like Sam. Sam and Bean, not my real name. Real name is Taylor. So weird, I know. It's fine. And then Bean is what I called my son. I actually got the nickname Bean from a different Sims player because she called her toddlers Beans, and then when my son was born, 10 pounds, 2 ounces. I was like, this dude's already a toddler. So I started calling him my little Bean because he was round and huge. And I thought that sounded like a fun channel name. Plus, I love Supernatural, so Sam and Dean, Sam and Bean, it all came together. Glorious. And then Tech, who you see in chat sometimes as Tech Wiz, he is my husband. And then Tech Jr. is not a human. Tech Jr. is a bot. So there you go. There's everybody. Little Bean was not such a little bean. He was not. It came out as a full-on bean, a full-on toddler. He skipped the newborn phase. He was a week early. Okay. Fun fact, for any of you who are mothers or plan to be, or just plan to have kids in general, be a supportive partner. Kids, the last couple months in utero gain about 1 pound a week. So if he'd actually gone full term, he would have been like 11 and a half, maybe 12 pounds. Holy heck. He's huge. He's massive. He's going to turn 5 next month. He's 45 inches tall currently and eating us out of house and home. The other day, my parents took him out for Culver's. They got him a full meal, a full adult-sized double butter burger and fries. He ate all of that and then half of my mom's cheeseburger as well. He is enormous and I love him so much. He is the absolute best kid I've ever met. And I'm not just saying that because he's my kid. He is so sweet and so happy and so funny. He tells those dumb toddler jokes where it's like, haha, guess what? Pickles. And that's hilarious. It's so funny. I love him so much. All right, you normally don't see the roof in real life, and that's why you find monstrosities. It's rough. Okay, yes, let's talk about the landscaping. This fading of the terrain paint is phenomenal. I love everything you've done here so much. This is so classy. I just pick a dirt and throw it down. You're like paying attention. This is amazing. You weren't even 6 pounds when you were born? For something, oh my gosh. Does my computer run well with other games? Yes. Thanks to all of you guys watching my TikToks, I was able to purchase an updated, a few updated hardware parts in the fall, and now everything runs phenomenally, and I'm so happy about it. Okay, I think the roof was the only thing we were doing here. Before I get too distracted, yes, let's go ahead and put this back on the gallery, and then we can move on to the next thing, and then I can complain about life some more, and it'll be fun. Okay, so we'll put that back on the gallery for you to check out and put your windows back. You're a twin. Oh, okay, yeah, twins usually get born earlier and are smaller, which makes sense. I could not imagine having two 10-pound kids in my belly at the same time. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't want to think about it. We're moving on. We're not thinking about that anymore. That sounds incredibly painful. Moving on to Rainbow Box. Luxury work apartment. Hey guys, sometimes I speak English and it's a good day. I think we worked on this one before, so I believe we are working on this one now. Went through, implemented some changes in the last stream. Fantastic. Struggling with kitchen placement for both floor 2 apartments. Color coordinated the units for convenience. You are the best. Thank you so much. Are we on a 40-30? We are not. We're on a 50-40. So we'll go find a 40-30. Your mom was bigger with your younger brother than she was with me and your twin. That happens sometimes because it depends on how much fluid is in there, not the is this 40-30? Not necessarily the kid size, which is fascinating. Like you'd think it was on kid size, and it kind of is, but it's more to do with how much what's the liquid in there called? I don't remember. How much your body decides to produce for that baby. It was fascinating. Dude, twins is sketchy. I had the bean at home, you know, which it is what it is. It's for some people, not for others. Respect the differences. Twins, I'm going to the hospital. I hate the hospital. I will go to the hospital with twins. That is just scary. Amniotic fluid. Thank you. There we go. Oh gosh, YouTube, your chat wasn't loading and all of a sudden everybody's here. Sometimes he makes cute appearances. Yes, he will never be in a live stream. I refuse to be live when kids around. That's just, no, because kids do weird stuff. We're not doing that. But he does show up in my videos sometimes, because then if he says or does something weird, I can edit it out, you know? Keep his internet profile on the down low. Every time you hear a real name, okay, Zoe, I go to like family functions and people call me Taylor, and I almost don't respond because I'm so used to being Sam. It's weird. It is weird. Yeah. It's weird. Thanks for planning that idea. You're welcome. 560 grams? I don't know what that means because I am desperately American. Told you were chunky as a baby but only 8'5". Well, you could be 8'5" and still chunky. You just might not be as long, you know? Also, when kids are born, they like drop a bunch of weight right after they're born and then they make it up again a couple weeks later. Newborns, super ugly. Once you get past about the 2-week mark when they get back to their birth weight, adorable. Oh, this brother was small enough he apparently swam around inside your mouth. That's scary. I don't think it's 0.002 pounds. I think that's impossible. But that would be crazy. All right, yes, this is the backyard. The lot placed backwards. I don't know if it'll spin around properly, but I will try. Sometimes it deletes fences and stuff. Yeah, okay. Control Z. Cool beans. So we are going to the second floor. We're looking at kitchen placement. Sweet. Okay, so this is red apart. This is red apartment. This is blue apartment. And we are looking at potential kitchens. Okay, I already have an idea for this one. So this is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Fantastic. Let's start with putting the kitchen over here on this wall. I am going to jump over to base game only because that'll make this a lot easier. And we're using the ugly stuff because this is for space planning purposes. Okay. Because this one is just a 2 bedroom, I think it would be pretty reasonable to actually do like a kitchen and an island and have the dining space be here in the kitchen. You could also have formal dining and living around the corner if you wanted to, but this looks like a pretty decent place to have almost a, well, technically it's a line with an island, or like a galley style adjacent kitchen. I'm going to do a controversial thing. I'm putting the dishwasher next to the stove. So that's idea number 1 for this one. Have like a little pass-through kitchen there. Oh wait, it's 3 bedrooms. I am super duper blind. So that would actually work out great then. To then have a slightly larger dining area right here and then have your living area. It's a little bit long and narrow, but you can make it work over there. So I'd probably do that or bring it all the way down into this corner, but then you'd want to adjust your windows and that's just a whole mess. 1.234 pounds. No way, that's fantastic. That's tiny. Like, that's super tiny. That is incredibly, ridiculously tiny. But the number being 1, 2, 3, 4 is amusing to me. Yours looks like Alien Franklin the Turtle. No fat except huge cheeks. Oh my gosh, Cat. Nat, you're the ugliest newborn. I don't know. My cousin looked like an old man. Like, literally, he looked like he was 80. I've seen his baby pictures. It was really funny. I was also a baby at the time, so I don't remember, but... Anyway, yes, I know. I can't count. I'm sorry. More like an office space than a bedroom. Either one works. If you wanted to do, like, people live in this one, and then there's an office space and guest bedroom, and it's just 2 people, maybe you wouldn't need the formal dining. But I think I'd stick with putting the kitchen over here or bringing it over to this side. But over here could be nice because you could do a little breakfast table outside. I think that's my official recommendation for that one. Sister almost died and then your mom almost did because they had a good emergency C-section. Oh my gosh. I don't think I want to imagine that right now. I am so glad that you're here with us today. That is an incredibly scary situation. Hats off to your mother. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Well, why did you ruin it? The first time you've gotten home before midnight in 3 weeks. Whitney, congratulations. That is an achievement. I am very happy for you. Okay, for this one, ooh, this is tricky. You have a lot of doors here. Because you have a prime real estate situation here in the corner to do a nice L-shaped kitchen, which would be nice tucked away. Plus, the kitchen doesn't like need windows the way a living space would want windows. So I know you're not asking about living space, but I tend to plan both of them together just because they're kind of larger. It might work to grab a wall here so that if you wanted to do like a hang on, we're doing base game. If you wanted to do like a television, you could put that on the wall and have your living room situation in front of the door. It might be a little bit cramped and weird. If we bring this out a little bit further. There we go. Maybe that's better. So you could have your living room sort of in this area in front of the door, or you could put the kitchen in front of the door. But I think because this is your main living space window, I'd put the living room on this side and then do the kitchen over here. Now, this would be a spot where you could make the kitchen wrap all the way around. I don't like that. I feel like that's a little bit too claustrophobic. So I think I'm just going to do a nice L-shaped kitchen here. And it's a little bit tight, I think, as well for actually doing an island or peninsula. So, like, you could, but it would make it feel really small. I think this will be my recommendation for this one, which is also 3 bedrooms. Yeah, I think that would work. And then you have a nice spot for your dining in the middle here. And because it's 3 bedrooms, you could get away with just a 2-tile table, I think, pretty well. Or a one tile round table, but I like this one. All right, thoughts, concerns, stuck in your mom's ribs so your foot came out weird and then corrected itself. Well, that's good. Twins are risky. It's a duplex. So this is actually a full-on apartment building. So we've got a whole bunch of community space down here, which I worked on last time. This looks 10 bajillion times more stylish than what I threw down because it was just a bunch of base game random nonsense. And then there are apartments moving upwards. So we're taking a look at these and trying to sort out some of the like living space. Baby's bones are so flexible. It's ridiculous. All right. Yes, Whitney, get some rest. Feel free to move doors too. Debating playing along now that you're free. The downside is feel like you can't go to sleep if you Sims too late. That is fair. That is fair. I've been having that issue with Zelda this week. I need to not play after stream. I need to just go to bed. Someone mentioned a sandbox, so you made a more grown-up version in your backyard area. Oh, look at that. It's like a little Zen garden area. Oh, that's so fun. Nice. I like that. That's cool. Are you gonna like put more of the let's see, I think it's actually a flooring. So I don't know if you'd actually want to do this or not, but for anybody who doesn't know, in the Snowy Escape, gosh, I can't believe Snowy Escape's that old. Look at how many packs have come out since then. In Snowy Escape, there are actually these like raked sand floors that you can put in for like Zen gardens and stuff, which is super cool. It's not an actual sand, like you can't do sandy things with it, but you can get a similar color and just sort of like add some details to your little sandbox if you wanted to. And the tiles, you can rotate the tiles, so if you don't want the circle there, you can put a circle here instead. But yeah, so again, don't know if you want to do that or not, because then the sandbox won't actually sandbox. But if you wanted to just have like a decorative little bit of raking or something, that's how you can throw that in. So many rocks, you just need a garden to put them in. I want rocks. I love rocks. Rocks are so fun. You have a meeting for your internship in the morning, so you have to go to bed on time. You probably won't, but you're trying. Fair enough. Born blind? That's something I didn't know till I had a kid. Babies, when they're born, they see upside down, which I knew already. They see in black and white, which I think I knew, but I didn't know they could only see like 18 inches. So literally all they can see is pretty much when you're nursing a baby, they can see your face. And that's it. Like, babies know and can see nothing. It's kind of scary. It makes sense why they cry all the time. The world is spooky.
When in doubt, boulders.
Always boulders. Learn that there's a mossy swatch of the Snowy Escape rocks without the sand around it. Yes, which I forget about all the time. Mail me a rock. Yes, my P.O. box is on my website. Send me a rock. I will open it on a TikTok and post it. Retinas were detached? Dang. Slight touch of your park build. Your park build's going to be influencing people for a while. All right, I'm going to put this back on the gallery because in all this chit-chatting, I don't think I've come up with a better plan. You do have a lot of doors, but I think it works fine in this space. Like, you kind of put your high traffic areas where the doors are anyway. With this one, I don't know that you can move the doors around a lot to the point where it would really matter. Unless you almost made this little area a little bit of a hallway to put the door to the bathroom and bedroom in, but I think this is what I'm going to officially suggest, and if you hate it, at least we know to not do that. Also, it's just occurred to me, if you use the hashtag, all I have to do is go in and put in 2 letters. Ha! Look at that, saving time. You didn't know any of that? Facts are so fun. I don't like it when people complain about babies crying because, holy heck, the world is spooky. You are the size of a football. Like, everything is huge and loud because before you're born, all you hear is muffled through the amniotic fluid. Like, you hear your mom's voice while she's carrying you, and that's why you know where your mom is. Like, because you can recognize the voice once you're outside the womb, but everything is so loud and bright and like, dude, the little dude is scared. It's a scary place out here. I cry, it's scary. I've been here for 28 years. All right. There's your apartment. This is coming along fantastically. I really like your little sandbox. As soon as you finish, you'll for sure share to the Discord. Yes, please do. Please do. Look through your stuff and see what you can find. I love rocks. The world is scary as a kid. You're not a mom, but you work with children. It's spooky, man. It's nuts. I have a rock. I can't show you because I don't have a face cam, but my father-in-law actually brought back a rock from the Crazy Horse I think that's what it's called. The big horse that they're carving into the mountain out west. They went out there over the summer and he brought back a rock from there for me. It's fantastic. Okay. Hey, we're moving on to the second side of my sheet of paper. So we've got Laffy, Wonder Witch, and Kareem coming up still. It's 11:15. We'll see if we take any more or not. Let's get through Laffy's next one and then we can discuss. Also, this has been a pretty happening stream, but if it's ever slow, I do go and check the hashtag. So if you're not available during the stream, you can upload a build with hashtag SamHelpLive, all one word. You can see it typed up at the top here. And then if the stream is slow, I can pull that off the gallery and work on it, and then you can just watch the stream back later. Convinced that they can see ghosts. There are too many people saying that, and it's starting to convince me, and I don't want to think about it. It's spooky. Scary. Resonate with babies. You also think it's too loud out here? Do you know what I got? No, I didn't get them. Tech got them for my birthday. He got me the fancy loop earbud things, which I'm also trying to show you, but I can't because I don't have a camera. But he got me the fancy ones that have the 3 different settings. I wore them to Best Buy. Best decision ever. It was amazing. I took them out to talk to the checkout person at the end. And like, I didn't even know that the AC was, or the like HVAC was running. Oh my gosh. It was the most calm shopping experience I've had in so long. They're fantastic. Okay. When your son was first born, you cried at night, you'd pick him up to comfort him and reach up and feel your beard so you know his daddy. That's so cute. You gotta be careful with those tiny baby hands though. They are strong. Okay, this is a 2020. This is not the one we talked about in Surrey. We can't figure out what to do with the roof. They could do the tips wrong because it's not roofing. Okay, this is a 2020. I think it's also in Get Together World, so we're gonna go over there. Bit of a story to prepare. Like, what are imaginary friends? I thought, okay, I took everything literally as a child. Not gonna shock anybody. I thought people could legit see, like, imaginary friends. I thought this was a genuine thing that happened frequently. So I convinced everybody that I had an imaginary friend, but I didn't really understand how they worked. I just thought it was something you were supposed to do as a child. I was so confused. This is another tiny home. That's fun. I recommend Loop to everyone. It was fantastic. Oh gosh, hang on. I swallowed too much air with the Dr. Pepper and it was painful. Ooh, okay. We are having some personality on this one. I love the bonfire. This is fantastic. We will be working on the roof for sure. Discount, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just going to wait for a few messages to come through so I can try to read them all at the same time. Level 1 tiny home, just the roof. Okay. Get to the inside another time. Do I roast builds regularly? So I am not very good at roasting builds because I try to be nice to everybody. But if you would like a build roasted, you can do that by redeeming a roast through channel points. And then I will do my best to be mean and pick at things. However, they will be historical roasts, which means I will be looking for historical inaccuracies. They are not the same sort of flavor of roast as Hip Hip Renee does. So do keep that in mind. Hip Hip Renee is probably like the roasting queen. I am a roasting peasant, but I do my best. Let's see. I think we did... What did we do last time? I think we did a tutor last time, and I was complaining about the windows and stuff like that, so... Okay, so this is not gonna work. Okay, I had an idea. It failed. Let's try a half hip roof piece. I think the roasts are they one of the 1,000-point redeems, I think? There we go. There's a nice little corner. But yeah, I will do my best. Now for this chimney, can I make it 2 tiles wide? Is that allowed? Because that would just, like, oh, it added a tile. For shame. Remove floor. And, no, don't remove the ceiling. Build the ceiling. Build ceiling. For, why, though? You should be able to have a ceiling without having a floor. Okay, hang on. Build ceiling. There we go. And I'm going to copy and place this roof piece. There we go. Okay, that solved our problems. We did it. Yay. Anyway, collect some channel points. Yes, you don't even have to chat. You just have to be here. You might have to send one chat, just like, hi, I'm here. But I'm pretty sure you just have to exist, and then the bot will just automatically tally your points for you. Story done? Okay. Let's see. You had an imaginary brother named Arthur. How do you have... That is interesting. Imaginary siblings. Okay, so your mom's friend kid told his mom she wasn't his mom, and he died to save his mom in a car accident. The kid has red hair, and the rest of his family has black hair, and the aunt lost her first child in the car accident only a few days before his due date. He was stillborn and born with red hair. That's scary. Your mom's friend sent a pic of the kid as a baby, and they looked identical. That stuff like that, that's spooky, man. That is spooky. Okay. Roasting peasant sounds like a medieval punishment. It probably was. Probably was. Historically roasted. Yeah, that's how I go. It works with my overall channel vibe, you know. Didn't like the diagonal style chimney. There wasn't a diagonal chimney. Oh no, that's what I mean. Okay, yes. I was just going to do this because then I can take a gable and make a little like piece sticking out like that, and I wasn't 100% sure how to do it with just the one tile. Like, we can, for sure, if you'd prefer that. Right, do something like this. I just kind of like the idea of having a giant chimney on a tiny build. Also, this brings it back down, or back up to 32 tiles, which is interesting. Well, as long as we're going to do that, then we'll just cover up the roof on the inside. There we go. Problem solved. Not all the problems yet. We're still working on it. Yeah, the fact that there are so many kids out there with just these crazy, like, ghost I lived another life stories, it's just spooky, man. Alright, this area here is throwing me off a little bit because I would like to be able to connect that in, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I might just have to pitch the octagon down and deal. That might be what we have to do. We'll put a gable over the front door, though. Okay, and with all that said and done, now we have to figure out if we want to keep this pitch, change the pitch, what else we want to do over here. Kids are terrifying, like they say. Yeah, no, it's spooky, but it's fine. D-Dot, hello, welcome in. Happy you could make it. Everybody's checking out points, gives it a more cottagey feel. It is... Okay, so if we are going to go for... What are we going for here? It says modern cottage here. So if we do want to keep it with a cottage flavor, and I think this one is just the 2 packs, right? Just base game and get together. Okay. I think that maybe the round shingles could be cute. I was thinking about doing a thatched roof, but then I realized this doesn't use a pack that has a decent thatched roof, so we're not going to do that. Use a rounded roof trim to match the other fixtures you already have, like your doors and windows. Interesting that the columns on this wallpaper work on the octagon. I didn't know that they would do that. Fascinating. Okay, I need to grab the complementary siding, though, for this roof piece. There we go. And this one. And then this one gets the stone. Oh, this is being weird. Of course it's being weird. Could you stop being weird? That'd be super chill of you. Nope. Okay. I don't know what that roof's problem is. Don't know anything about picture curves. It's supposed to be a cottage, but with a modern aesthetic, like a full remodel. Okay. So I'd probably keep a lot of the original shape. And if you wanted to go with it... Gosh, sorry. Hey, you have a lot of round... Jeez. Hello? No? Trying to get, there we go. Okay. You have a lot of round shapes here. If you wanted to give the roof a little bit of a curve, you definitely could. It might be a little bit difficult with having so many different roof pieces. Getting the curves to all line up can be really tricky, but you could try if you wanted to. Like, I think that's cute. It gives it a little bit more of that cottage feel. Or you could leave it default. You could even pitch it down a little bit if you wanted to. I think this is adorable. With the steeper pitch, especially since it's in a world surrounded by Tudor cottages and stuff. But pitching it down would also be an option. Hate the columns on the wallpaper, but that's a work in progress. Oh, well, we can use the not columned version. See if you like that better. Where are you? Is it under bricks? There we go. No, not this one. You're not telling me there's not a non-columned there's got to be a non-columned version. Is there only a non-column version with the wide siding? What is this? No way. I thought there was... I am stressed on your behalf now. Okay, because we could do this without the columns. It's just going to be the wider siding. Whoops. Sorry about that. I am shook. And then we'll have to, of course, grab the other wide siding to match stuff, but that is so weird that they don't have the narrow one. Huh. I am boggled. It'd be super chill if we could stop being not chill. Listen. If the outside is cute, look inside. All right. Honestly, Laffy, I feel like it's hit and miss. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna see what happens. Oh, it is cute. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like a little cottage or if it was gonna be all red and black again. Okay, fun. So we've got the bathroom over here. A little kitchen, which should be functional. I know some people have reported that they can't cook on the corner cabinets. You should be able to. If you can't, there's something wrong with your game. This is adorable. And you've still got space in the middle for like a comfy chair if you wanted. Adorable. And of course the outside. Can't forget the outside. Complete with... Did you put lights on the turtles' heads? I have never seen somebody do that before. So many swatches that are... That's just weird. Well, because I have shown people before the whole, like, complementary siding and brick and all that jazz, but I never realized that the narrow one didn't have a non-column version. And I'm very sad about that. Anyway, yes, the bathroom is open concept so that you can see the toilet straight from your bed. So when you're tumbling out of bed to go use the bathroom, you can see your target. It's good for maneuverability. Tested and functional? Fantastic. In real life, you'd probably put a curtain. Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's fun though. Alright, I will put the curvy roof back on the gallery for you. Boop. And then you can fight with the wallpapers some more if you want. As long as you don't forget to lift the lid. Right. Yeah. Oh, Abby, thank you for the rose. I don't know when you sent that. I just saw it, but thank you. Nothing wakes you up faster. Facts. Very, very true. Okay. Laffy, I get to cross your name off the list. Huzzah. We've got 2 left. Chat from the bathroom while someone's in the kitchen. Oh yeah, we love chatting from the bathroom and cooking at the same time. A lot of tears were had. Oh, Laffy, I'm sorry. Hopefully this helps a little bit. Okay. We've got 2 left. Don't think it's on the hashtags. We'll go to ID again. And again, the stream will be up tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Eastern. It'll have chapters in it, so you can go and find your build. or if you have to leave and you want to come back and rewatch somebody's build or whatever, you can find it there. So that should work. Should be up with chapters and everything by 1 o'clock. Sometimes it has been rendering weird, which isn't my fault. So if it's not up, it's on YouTube. It's just been strange. Okay, we're looking for 10. Looking for 10. Lots of numbers. Fun. 6, 9, 10. Ah, we did. Ooh, the curved roof. This is gonna be fun. All right, back to Oasis Springs we go. How do we stream playing on TikTok? Good question. So short summary is that OBS has a virtual camera setting. So if you start the virtual camera, you can then use the camera setting in the TikTok Live desktop app to like stream the screen over, which is super duper fun. And that's how you can actually, what's the lot size on this one? That's how you can see everything that you can see over on YouTube as well. It's being weird. 40, 30. Okay. So is that this one maybe? I explained it a little bit better in a video that I posted yesterday, 2 days ago, explaining my stream setup. So I actually show how all of... Would you stop doing this? Okay, so the gallery won't actually show me your entire catalog, which is annoying. There we go. I actually don't know if this is the right lot or not, but it's where we're going now. I actually show how the platforms connect a little bit better in that TikTok. Okay, so looks like... Yeah, this is definitely not the right lot, but we're gonna run with it for now. This is such a cool house. Yeah, the gallery's being weird. Maybe it is the right one? I don't know. Anyway, hey, so this is an interesting desert house. Because it has a lot of features you don't usually see, and yet a lot of features that you do, which is absolutely fascinating to me. Also, I did not write down what I was supposed to be looking at on this one. So if you're here, let me know. Do more intensive cottage next stream. It's gonna take some time to get through everything. Okay. You joke, but sometimes family keep the door open to the bathroom because it's pretty heavy and you just scream at each other. Honestly, I've met a few people who come from families like that, and the connection they seem to have with each other is just adorable. It's fantastic. I love to see families that can connect like that. It's amazing. You tried. Spent hours, you're still sad about the roof. Okay, no worries. Don't latch your door because your cats freak out. Okay, yes, we have had that issue before. Roof. Okay, yes. This is super fun. Now, you know I love a good Tudor, and this is a very Tudor-inspired roof. It's weird to see it in like a desert setting, but also I think I put it on the wrong lot, so I could just be wrong with that. But then we have the mission-style windows, so I don't know. So first thing I'm going to say is if you press Shift-C on your keyboard, you'll actually get a much smoother curve. You get extra curving controls. So that can make just immediately all of those curves look a little bit better. And if you're on PlayStation or Xbox, you can do that. You just need a keyboard so you can press Shift-C. There's not like a console command, which is super annoying. What do we want to do here? Because I really like that. I'm going to keep your front-facing gables, but I'm getting rid of the sideways ones. I'm going to get rid of... you can stay. Okay, so... the one issue with the curving, as you can see, is that when you stack them, they don't line up, and they literally just won't line up. You can just nitpick all day, and you're gonna struggle. Like, even still, we've still got this little line here, and if I pitch it up a little bit more, does it line up? Does it not? It looks like it lines up from the front, and then you come to the back, and it doesn't line up. So getting the curves to line up from the front can be very, very difficult. So generally, you try to avoid stacking the curved roofs. Also, if you want to bring in more of the Mediterranean vibe with this one, what you can do is add a half-hipped roof piece here. I don't know what this one's doing there. Goodbye. a half-hipped roof piece here, which would solve some of the curving issues. So, option. Let's go back to where we were though. And the reason I got rid of this piece is because this piece I actually don't want to curve. This one we are just going to leave straight, uncurved, good and pointy. And we might also have the pitch not quite be the exact same, which will just provide a little bit of a more stable base, for lack of a better term, for the rest of your roof pieces. Oh no, that is going to line up weird. Okay, pull it back, shift, pull back the eave, copy, place, shrink, and pull in our side eaves. There we go. Because there's not a huge reason that this one also needs to be curved, so why cause a headache, kind of, is my thinking there. We will need to pull these in, but that's okay. This does make your build a little bit shorter overall, but since it is essentially a one-story, I think that'll work a little bit better anyway. We could also get rid of this roof piece, pull this over, do one of those. I kind of like having that other point. I think it adds a little bit more interest and keeps it more unique looking. But if you're trying to just calm it down at all, that would be the next step for that. Back here, these are not lining up properly. Let's see if I can get these to be any closer. So close. Alright, I think that's about as close as that's gonna get. Also for corners, like we're gonna have a corner happening here, that can be difficult to do with the curved roof pieces, so it's another reason I'm gonna mix in some not so curved pieces. Push you back. And for the corner piece, I'll take these two gables, pull them back so that they sort of meet at the corner, and then use a half-hipped roof piece to actually do the corner part. So these should line up fairly well. There we go. So there's a nice little corner. All squared off. I'm gonna put your shingles back and we'll see how we feel about it. And what trim are you using? Is it the black one? There we go. Okay, not a lot of change. Mostly what we did is just make the house overall look a little bit shorter and smooth out those curves, but I really like the curves. I think that that's really what makes this build like stand out and be different. But by making it just a little bit shorter, I think it's a little bit more proportionate. Give all props on these builds. Anytime you build, they still look like the original Sims block houses. Oh no. You had a build you're trying to do no matter where you put the roof, it just didn't work. If you have it on the gallery and you're able to join one of these live streams, I love roofing so much. So I will roof pretty much anything, or at least I'll do my best. There are a couple of shapes that are borderline impossible, one that is impossible, but I will work as much as I can. What am I stepping on? There is a power cord under the desk, but nothing is shut down, so hopefully that wasn't an important power cord. You deleted it, you got so mad. Okay, fair. The roof is so good. It's way better looking than the pseudo-tutor you gave up on building. Yours was roast-worthy. Zoe heading out. Okay, good. Dinner is fantastic. I probably missed that, but have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Not good night. Sleep well. Just making it too difficult. The curved roofs are fantastic, but if I can offer advice for curved roofs, it's don't stack them. And only make them like where they really, really count. So toward the front of the build, fantastic. But then if you're trying to make all of this stuff line up and you're trying to keep everything curved, it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work very well at all. This is such a nice build though. Hopefully just simplifying the roof a little bit will help. I really like the curved roofs. This is so fun. Also, did I do that? I don't know. If you want the eaves to line up, maybe just on one side and not the other, you can hold shift to just extend one eave at a time. So that will make this side of the house line up. But up to you, obviously, as all things are. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. This is such a nice house. You want an old farmhouse style house with a wraparound porch. We just did one, actually. Hang on. This one. Oh yeah, same creator, actually. So this is like a farmhouse style. It's got the wraparound porch. We were working on this one earlier, and I think it's completed now. So if you just want to grab one, there's a good one there. Any suggestions on windows? So you are using mission style windows here, which again, it's a bit of an odd combination of styles. I don't completely hate it though. You are using the tall wall height, which is a lot, but you're already using tall windows, so I won't change that. If it'd be possible to make your front door look bigger, I think that would help. In general, my rule of thumb for windows is you want all of the windows in the same perceived location to be the same height. So technically, this set of windows and this set of windows are two different locations. So the fact that they're not the same height isn't that big of a deal. However, because it's me, I probably would still make them the same because I do like symmetry and repetition and patterns and all that jazz. So I might still do that. I really think the main window and door situation that's not working here is this front door. So if there's a way to, let's see, whoops. If there's a way to make this look bigger, you could put windows above it to make it take up more visual space, right? So like, that makes it look bigger. You could put it up on a platform. This is going to break some things, but we'll fix it. So you could do a platform, and that will just give the door a little bit more presence. It still looks kind of small, but you don't really have space for a much larger platform than that, but that is an option. Let's see, what else could we do? I don't know if you're going to have any tall doors that will fit the vibe. I don't know what packs you're using on this one. Oh, you have a lot of packs, actually. Okay. Cottage living? Cottage living might have a good one. It's still medium, but it's bigger and it still fits the general vibe of your house. And you could take some of the narrower mission style windows here, the Mega Deluxe window, is it just this one? Yeah. And place them on either side. That could be an option as well, if you still wanted like windows in the front. So I think your door needs to be bigger. Also, if you want your windows to look bigger, we touched on this earlier in the stream, but I don't know if you were here yet. You can place flower boxes, because if you just place them a little bit below your window, it'll make the window look bigger, like how you hang curtains from your ceiling, not from the top of the window, to make your windows look bigger. So that could help balance that out as well, since you're using the slightly smaller windows on the taller walls. It depends overall on your landscaping. You kind of have some flowers, so you might want to put more flowers in your landscaping if you want to go with this, but it'll give a little bit more visual weight to your windows and might make it feel more balanced. Oh, Disco's having a conversation over there. Is it furnished? What's inside? Yes. Whoops. Here's a better look at it. So it looks very clean and modern inside, which is very nice. This is a gorgeous house. Wood paneling on the door wall with the door. That's another good idea. Yes. Contrast. Adding some contrast can really help. These are these bricks. So you could definitely add in a darker color back there to draw some attention to the door. Make sure you actually want to do it the full way across. So that could add to the space. You could add a lot of contrast to the build by doing something like that. That'll make it a lot more modern for sure. Not everyone's cup of tea, but an option. I don't know about a full-on color, but we could take a look at some paneling. You know, you have cats and dogs. Cats and dogs has some vertical paneling. Maybe they don't. Cottage living you had. Or, you know what, if we go over to bricks, actually the vertical hold kind of looks like paneling. We'll just go with that. So this will be a whole new texture as well. Add some of that wood grain. If you were going to do a wood color back here, then I might consider going for white or white with the interior frame for windows in this particular combination. Just, again, contrast, but that could help. Discow, thank you for answering all of Mrs. Psycho's questions. Did the math and it's 3,000 of expansion tickets. Oh my gosh. It's so expensive. Switching platforms is rough. Okay, anything else that we want to look at here? I really like this a lot. I think if we're going to keep the platform, then we're going to want some platform trim. Just a little something. And this would be a good way to introduce some tile to your front door area if that was something you wanted. Or stone. Tile. Duh. Okay, there we go. So if you would want a tile in the front room or the entry, but you weren't sure where to put it, adding a platform gives a pretty easy location for that. Okay, I think I'm gonna put this one back on the gallery. I like the idea of the contrast. I think that's fun, but I like stuff that's more modern, so that's not really a surprise. Hopefully this gives you some ideas though. This is a really cool house. Okay, so we're gonna put it back on the gallery. And if you guys like the builds that you see, they're all on my gallery because I re-upload them. But if you want to check out the original builder, you can find them here. So this just has my name on it because I'm the most recent person who uploaded it, but the original is by WonderWitch16, and so on for all these builds. I leave them up till the next stream, so after this stream I'll go remove all the ones we did on the last stream. But this is a good way to find new builders, isn't it? These are fun. The spiral stairs would be fantastic. I would love spiral stairs. Okay. So we are moving on to the last build of the night, and this will be the last one because it's 1:45, and at some point I need to go to sleep. My body is tired. Bleh. Okay. And we are going over to the hashtag again. I think it's over here. Yes. Yay. Oh, LA. I don't have time to get to this today, but hopefully next time. This is oh no wait, this is just the land grabs. We know where this goes. And now we do a little dance while we wait. There we go. Also, the finished version of this build is on the gallery now. I believe I saw that message come through chat earlier. So if you're interested in the what did I don't even remember what you said. Hey, this is really cool, brightly colored. The finished version is not here. The finished version is on the gallery though, under the original builder. Super duper cool. This one we're gonna put down. This has been one that we've been working on for a while, which is fun. It doesn't matter how many times you turn those stairs, it just doesn't look right. I'm glad we can turn the stairs. I wish we had diagonal stairs, but... Oh, also, Cream, if you're still here. The short that we posted from the last stream showing how to make these gates went up today, and it is my top performing short of the last 10 shorts that have been uploaded. So, your genius is being shared wide across the internet. So thank you again for making such an incredible front gate. And here's how it's looking down here. Ooh, I like that you put the bar over here. This looks really good. I know that I helped with the layout, but I still think it looks good. What we have going on here? Oh, and you made like platforms over here. That was a good call. I completely forgot about platforms. That was really smart. Okay, upstairs, personally, I'm still not sold on the upstairs, but it's a weird layout, you know? You're here. Yes. Okay, cool. So, upstairs. I wonder if it would help if we put the spa area over here instead and kept the bedrooms all together, just because this is a really big area for just a bedroom and it only has a very limited access point. But if you moved the spa stuff over here, then you could have the spa area that you'd walk through to the sauna and stuff and windows and all that jazz. I wonder if that would help. Show some items in for rent. Yes, I could probably show a couple. Thing it needs in the description. I didn't read the description. Boo. Just wanted to see the monstrosity. Well, no clue what you're going for. You probably hate it. Fair enough. Well, you know what? If I can make one suggestion just from looking at this, pitch the roof up. Try pitching the roof up a bit. That's probably where I would start with this one. Or layering this so that you had a half gable behind it and then the gable in front of it. Yeah, I think that's probably what would work. Let's actually read this. Create a block right now and need ideas on how to make the office more interesting because for you it just looks flat. Oh, look at me, just bouncing all over the place, not even paying attention to literally anything. So this appears to be the office. Your office is looking flat and dull. Let's see. It looks like you've started to put some paint down and then weren't sure. It's like swatching. That makes sense though. Okay. It does feel very full, and this is just a square room, right? So that's gonna happen. What can we pretend about here? Let's see. Overall, your house, it's very, very modern, which is cool. Very much like. I wonder, though, if adding in some pattern to the floor like you did over here would help at all. Oops, I turned it too many times. Because what I think we're lacking is some sort of understood, like, architectural interest, you know? Opportunity to make more money, like you feel horse ranch should have went with cottage living. A lot of people feel like that. I feel like I'm in the minority not feeling like it. I really like that they did cottage living as English countryside stuff. I think that left, by not putting horses in there, they gave us so many more better build and buy items. That is such a great pack for like cottage style build and buy. And I really like that they did horses in the American West because that is a huge part of American culture, is the horses out west and the cowboy stuff and all that jazz. Like that is a huge, huge part of our history. And I'm really glad that they made that pack as well. I like, of all the packs to make American theme, horses make sense to me. But it makes sense to do horses in other parts of the world as well, of course. But I feel like by splitting it up, they're able to make two really good packs instead of one pack that had a bunch of animals and really limited build, buy, and gameplay stuff. So I actually like that they split them up. Fireplace, coffee table with city living. A rug could also do a lot of work here. Yes, there's a reason you stick with mid-century. Fair. Okay. What do we need? We need something to make this feel less like a square, I feel like. We could rotate the fish tank to make it almost be a room divider. Let's see, if we did that, if we rotate the fish tank and we put the books over here and move our reading nook over to this side. I'm going to do a trash job of this, and I'm already sorry. That makes this a more private area. And then what if we... Oh, I love that you're not like... Can I move this all as a unit? Will it let me? Where's our unit key piece? Oh, that's... This pack is fantastic, and also so annoying. Oh, but then we've got the window right there. Am I allowed to move your window? I'm going to move it. Okay. Sorry, I answered my own question there. No, I actually don't. You know what? You're just a mess, is what you are, okay? No, what? Why? Why did... I'm so confused. I'm going to keep one piece of this so I can eyedropper the correct swatch. And then we are going to build the rest of this from scratch because my goodness, is that being weird. Okay, let's sort by Dream Home Decorator, which is game pack. Yes, there we go. Is that a bookshelf? Ooh, yeah, okay, there we go. Is this the right swatch? Are you going to place? Oh, you're a floor bookshelf. Are you a wall bookshelf? You're a wall bookshelf, but I picked the wrong swatch. Is there a right swatch? Alright, so this one is a floor bookshelf, so we have to place this on the floor for reasons. Back over to shelves because I wanted these cabinets. And do I want other cabinets as well? Where are the other square ones? Cubbies, maybe? And then if I can't, nope. Okay. I was gonna say, if I can, I would love to just sort of like alt scooch everything over a little bit. But it's not gonna work out super great for me today. That's fine. We'll put the globe over here. I'm gonna move, oh. Hey look, did you know this painting comes in 4 different pieces? I'm gonna move that over there. I want to keep the desk between the bookshelves. I like that. Sorry about that. What is this game called? Sims 4. Yes, thank you. Okay. Why are we tomatoes? Horses weren't originally in the Americas. True. But because of the plains, we were able to do a lot of work in the cattle industry. And I know that other nations also did that, but it's one of the things that allowed the America to actually develop the way that it has. Tomatoes weren't originally from the Mediterranean. Now just look at Italian food. Fair enough. Angelic, hello. You bought everything to help fix your first lot. So this is the end of the stream because it's closing in at midnight for me, so I'm not taking any more builds tonight. However, first Monday of every month, I do these streams, building up and fixing up lots. So if you're able to join us for the next one, that'd be fantastic. Or you can also join the Discord, and we have a build help channel there where you can submit screenshots and stuff, and we can try and help you there as well. Yes, they clip into the walls so heavily, And if you alt place strategically from the beginning, you can get it to all line up, but they are not playing nice with me today. Okay, I feel like I did a lot of rearranging, and I don't know how much this actually helps, if it helps at all. What I was trying to do was help it not feel so square. By just creating a false impression of non-squareness. Let me grab these to bring up onto this wall, and then grab this color for the other walls here. Rugs can definitely also help with the non-squareness, especially non-square rugs. What packs do you have? You know what, let's just eyedropper some of the rugs you already have. Boom. We could potentially even layer these. That might be a good call. Maybe not these in particular, because they kind of scale weird, but non-square rugs. Oh, this has got swatches galore. I don't know how I feel about any of those. Discow heading to bed. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, and thanks for sharing your park. That was fantastic. Look forward to seeing you again. Hopefully Friday. We'll be back Friday. Gallery is Sam and Bean. It should show up. If it's not showing up, that's weird. The gallery is also just special. So, Angelic, yes, sorry that I'm not able to do any more tonight, but I do have to go to bed and pretend to be responsible at some point in my life, so. Yeah, it's a bummer. Alright. I don't know. I feel like potentially using the fish tank as a divider could help split the space up, maybe create some sense of privacy in either the reading nook or the office space. So I'm going to pretend that that makes sense. Let's actually, now that I know where my chairs are, I'm going to center this a little bit better. And this has some red in it, so I wonder if we can bring in, this isn't red, but like warmer colors through some of our other objects in here. I don't know, I think that's about my 2 cents there. I'm not sure where else to go, but maybe it'll give an idea. EU responsibilities, right? It's just so square. Yeah, without actually making the room not a square, I think this is where I might be leaving it. And there's space over here. I mean, I guess I could put this chair over here if I wanted to, or grab another skill or such similar item, or just another piece of art. Big ol' art. Let's see. Nope. I know you're using Cats and Dogs, and I know you're using Base Game, and I know you're using Dream Home Decorator. What do we have? Ooh, this does have some nice options. Maybe. I don't know. Found it. They're gonna be hard. The gallery is just weird. I don't know if you read it, but I also want your opinion on the theater. Did I see that? I must have missed the message. Let's see. Is that what you put downstairs? You did put it downstairs. Ooh, fun. Okay, well, you already put movie posters on the walls, and that's, like, very important. I like the aisles. How many? Is this? Okay. Wait for it. Oh, maybe it didn't. Oh, there we go. Okay. Something that you could do if you wanted to was... How many do I need to do for this one? 3, 1. Make these platforms like 2 tiles apart. And then use your platforms here. Why? Oh, because I was being dumb. Hang on. What I'm trying to say is, if you want to, you could create a better illusion of steps by making these platforms be slightly more spaced out. I think I wanted this one to go down one more, and these to each go down one more. And this one to go down one more. There we go, and then I can put platforms here. Okay. So that has the potential to add just a little bit more visual interest there. Game's starting to be a little bit weird. Should add in floor lights. Oh, true. That could help as well. There are already ceiling lights, I think. Or wait, are those ceiling lights? What are those? These are home effects machines. Lighting. The lights that I'm thinking of specifically, are they outdoor lights? No. Are they miscellaneous lights? Oh, these from the desert something something kit. If you put them like under the chairs, it'll glow a little bit. I feel like the seats are moved around weird. Oh, there we go. Okay. It just wasn't quite lined up. There we go. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up too much. But it might make it look a little bit more interesting. And then you can put a coffee table here if you wanted to as well for snacks or whatever. Because that looks perfect. Anyway, I think that makes it look a little bit more like stairs. That's about all I do though. It looks really comfy. I would go watch a movie there. The ones you're thinking are the pool lights. These lights work well as well. Can you walk over these? Not 100% sure. But they can be helpful for like seeing. Gosh, it's been so long since I've been in a movie theater. Has it been? Well, I guess that's not entirely true. I went in the summer. Okay. I think this is about what I've got suggestion-wise for... Oh. No results found. Porqué. What do you need to be colored with? Apparently nothing. Okay, that's fine. Silly me, just trying to... make sure everything's painted. But no. Alright, summer was forever ago. It feels forever ago. I mean, I guess we are 2024 now, so last year. Jeez. Life, eh? Okay. My brain is dying and I need to go to bed, so I think I'm going to go ahead. I'll put this back on the gallery if you want it, and then work on signing off. Do. Yay. Okay, I'm sleepy. Speaking of being sleepy, as many of you know, I have multiple strange, currently unidentified, but we're working on it, chronic health issues, and I'm getting a lot of signals from my body that I've just been pushing too hard. So, there will not be a video Thursday. I'm gonna lay low for a couple of days, but I will be back Friday with updates on if I'll be like posting videos again next week or not. So, if you haven't already, you should subscribe and like and click the buttons because it really does help a lot. So thank you for that ahead of time. I will be back on Friday. We are building the 2024 Inherited Manor Challenge live on stream. So last week we worked on getting the shell sorted out, so this week we'll continue finalizing the floor plan, hopefully get into some furnishing, maybe some landscaping. The more opinions, the merrier, because I don't do well with large builds, so I really appreciate all of the insight. It's good you guys keep me in check when it comes to windows, because I go a little bit trigger happy when it comes to windows. I put them everywhere. So that'll be on Friday, and then Monday, if I can get the mods working again, or at least the 2 that I actually need for the gameplay, we'll be back with phlaurynn to rags to riches gameplay, which will be fun. If you haven't already, join the Discord, TikTok, you can find that link through the bio. And then YouTube, it's also in the video description, but I can put it in here as well. Oh gosh, I think that's everything. So I will leave you with Dance Cat, as always. Thank you all so much for building with me today, for hanging out. I look forward to seeing you guys all again on Friday. Sleep well, everyone.